everybody, my name is Talon Shadow Magic, and I'm joined here by all of my friends who play D&D with me.
Hello.
All the people that are on the screen right now, which currently it's only Alarik, because Twitch hates me.
Because I'm boss like that.
Because he's boss like that, apparently.
Your boy just bops in first, he's just like, bam, there.
So you guys, I would like to make the first announcement here. You guys will notice that I am missing one player. The Alchemist, also known as Tipplecrest, has taken a couple of weeks away. He may return next week, he may not, I'm not entirely too sure yet. But for now, he will not be playing in the game due to some personal issues that is going on in his life right now. So if we can all just extend a thought out to him and hope for the best.
Wish him the best.
Yes.
Thoughts, prayers, and cares, man.
Thoughts, prayers, and cares.
Thoughts and prayers.
While
That's
all
why
of your
you heard the pop crunch in the back.
Dang it, Ghost. Thoughts. Dang it. I hate you. Wonderful. I can begin. Where we last left off, you guys had just taken on an entire fort of bandits, slaying 5 of them by hand, wonderfully so, impersonating a couple of them, and then going out in a blaze of glory, your paladin, the largest person in the group, decided to take flight into the air, unbeknownst to anyone within that fort, and throw 2 wonderful little sticks of boom boom into their building.
I will correct you, he yoted them.
He yoted them.
Yeah.
He yoted them.
I have the feeling that when he threw it, he just went, yeet! And,
Actually, I'd like to take a step back really quick, and I said Kobe, but we're good.
Too soon.
At least
But he threw him in there, causing the entire building to explode, causing a panic with all the people who were sitting outside, and the people inside turned into, well, now paste.
I'm sorry, but as soon as you said I said Kobe, in my head I just heard Kobe of House Bryan. I'm sorry.
There is now a Kobe of House Bryant in my game that you guys will never
Yes!
see.
I was like, just silence is welcome
Yes!
after this.
He won an entire siege by shooting 1 trebuchet, and it just went right through a window and just nailed the king.
You can stop. You all, thank you for the hydrate. I actually don't have a water bottle near me, which I have tea. There we go.
Do you hydrate?
Sometimes. It depends on how much sugar is in it. But you all took a long rest right outside of the walls, where you guys kind of set up a small camp, right, and from the supplies out of your cart, you guys had a simple dinner. Or you had the bear that you guys cooked a couple of nights ago as well. You all awakened to a fresh new day, sitting roughly, I'm going to say, because you guys wanted to stay a little bit warm, you guys are roughly like 50-75 feet away from the fort. It was a warm night. You actually all kind of easily drifted off to sleep. What are you all doing this fine morning?
They're still going.
Is the fire still going? You can see smoke, but not a whole lot of fire.
Start rummaging through the remains.
Alright, you can rummage through the remains. What are the rest of you guys doing before I poke on that?
I will assist him.
Okay.
I will also assist.
Only 1 assist on an action, so.
On an action, then
Yeah.
I will start moving boulders from the major rubble.
That works. Delilah and Eldric, what would you two like to do?
I'm actually gonna head to the camp. Start looking around.
We're in
You're
the
good.
camp.
You are at the camp.
Yeah.
Do you mean the
The
fort?
bandit camp. That's what
The
I meant.
fort. Okay.
Yeah,
You
that.
can. There are two party members doing there. I will allow you because it's kind of a big area. It will probably maybe take a little more than you guys. You can roll an individual roll. Delilah, what would you like to do?
Well, she'll see that everyone's just leaving, and she was gonna make breakfast, but then she was like, okay, and just kind of followed, and was also going to look around.
Everyone is looking around. All right. Ivory, you get advantage from Theo. Roll me an investigation check. Eldric, investigation check. Delilah, investigation check. Alarik, I need a strength check.
I rolled very low. That's a 14.
It's okay, I rolled a 7.
Done.
I didn't mean to go that low.
14 here.
14, 14, 7. Okay. So, from the rubble, you guys managed to find a ton of ashes, of course, but, actually, overall, you guys managed to find... Give me 1 second here. These are scorched, but just so you know, you managed to find a set of plate armor, 2 sets of breastplate armor, and a greatsword. Throughout the rubble that you guys have found, you also came across an additional 300 pieces of gold for however you guys wish to split among each other. Other than that, it does not. That is all you have seemed to have found. Alarik, what was your strength check?
It was a 10.
10? You managed to move a lot of the rubble, but like, once you got halfway through, you just kind of stared at it and was like, alright, I'm done. But, through the rubble, you managed to find some crushed remains. The armor is battered and destroyed. This man was, in his hand, which is now almost a pancake, has a rock in it that looks... It's blue, and it looks very familiar to the one that you guys used last night as the sending stone.
Yeah. Oh. Catch.
I'll
I'm gonna just yeet it to him.
grab it out of the air, hopefully. I got a +3 dex. I imagine I don't have to roll it, or do I have
Don't
to?
worry about
Okay.
that. I figured it was just like a simple lob at you.
Yeah, I didn't like freaking football send it. I just kind of like toss it to him.
Rolling Arcana. 19 plus 1. No, sorry, +2, 21.
It's the other sending stone.
It is the other sending stone?
It is the other sending stone.
Well, it looks like we found the other half of the communication stone they were using.
That'll come in awfully handy.
It will. Who has the first one, actually?
I thought you did. That's
You
why I
do.
threw
I
it
don't
to you.
remember.
You do.
Somebody.
I did. I actually never put it in my inventory, I don't think. Let me double
The
check.
last
Because
time,
you
the
used it
last,
to
if I
fire.
remember correctly off the VOD, the last time anyone used the sending stone, you used it to make your voice sound like the main guard.
I did. I talked to the guy, but I never. Yeah, I didn't put it in my inventory though.
Okay.
All right. So I'll hang on to one of them. Who would like to have the other?
I'll let you decide that. I trust your judgment.
That's a dangerous proposition. Alarik, actually, you want to hang on to one? I'll keep the other.
Why not?
Works for me. So I'm
He is
going
the
to
one who found it.
add one of them to my equipment. Sweet.
All
You
right.
can always change hands if the need arises.
Eldric, for your role, I actually had you search along the walls for anything or anybody who are remaining. You didn't find anyone, but when you went and checked the watchtowers, you managed to come across a single wand that you have no idea what it does,
Okay.
and 2 regular healing potions and a greater healing potion.
Oh shit.
They could have destroyed.
Can I
her
do
house.
one more check on just the watchtower?
You can certainly try.
Am I rolling?
Yes. Investigation.
What am I rolling? Okay. I ain't getting shit. An 8.
Watchtower seems fairly bare after that, other than... Yeah, it's just pretty bare other than a basic carpet.
I would like to take the 300 gold I have and put it in a separate pouch.
So I'm actually going to grab everything that I found.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it back to the party. Or at least put it
Alright.
with everything else.
It goes with the plate armor and the breastplates. And the greatsword. Which, who here is proficient in Arcana?
I've had proficiency in Arcana.
That works. You will notice
I
that
have
there
a
are...
+1 to it, so I'm not proficient in it.
Yeah, Theodor got that. You will notice that there are some runes on this longsword.
Okay. Give me 1 second because I have to check on something.
I'm sorry, long or great?
It is a great sword.
It is a great sword? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. For the wand, does it look like something I've ever encountered before, or no?
For the wand, roll me...
Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana.
Nat 20.
I'm just gonna give you both of
I
them
love
off
it.
that.
I love it.
You were
I
kind of
was
staring.
gonna ritual cast Identify, but that works too.
You were staring at both of them, and you kind of just look at the wand. You realize it's a wand of magic missiles. It's very basic in look. It looks like one that you can just simply buy in a store.
Yeah.
The greatsword, you stared at it for a moment after you put the wand away, and you kind of rubbed your thumb along it, and you notice that it kind of gently slices your thumb a lot easier than any basic sword.
Hmm.
You know that this is a greatsword of +1.
Well, quite defined. The wand, magic missiles. The great sword is a simple enchantment, nothing crazy, but potentially better than what you have.
Well, looking at the pile, the only thing I would like to take, if anybody's not taking it, is actually just one of the breastplate.
I can't wear it, so
I don't want to wear it. By all means.
Sorry.
Yours.
When Theo, when you were talking, who were you talking to exactly?
just generally to
General?
whoever was around, yeah. But as for the great sword comment, that was directed realistically towards you. I don't remember if you're using great weapons or not.
At the moment, I am not using a great weapon. I have a long sword.
All of you, what is everyone's passive perception?
21.
17.
15.
16.
13.
Theodor.
Hmm.
Anyone who has a passive over 15 will notice that you are missing a party member.
Has anyone seen what was it? He was Sidgek, right?
Tipplecrest.
Or was he Tipplecrest? It was Tipplecrest. Okay. Has anyone seen Tipplecrest?
Not since yesterday.
Is any of his stuff over by our encampment still, or no?
There is no stuff. And because I didn't realize you had a 21 passive, I actually thought you
Yeah.
had lower. I apologize. You would have noticed before walking off to go help, there was a note laid where his sleeping bag used to be.
Oh, I definitely would have picked that up then.
Alright. I apologize. I thought you had
No,
a
you're
much
good.
lower
You're good.
passive.
I mean, we talked about it earlier too, though.
Yeah.
I thought you remembered.
Dude, you gotta remember my mind's running a million miles an hour today.
You're fine.
Um,
Now you know how it feels.
right. But
Two
this
five
note
star.
is listed out to you guys. It is simple scribbles, like quick scribbles. It just says, "Got a sending last night in the middle of the night. I have to go back home for a little while. I used a little magical trinket of mine that sends me straight back home. It was a one-time use. I didn't want to use it so soon, but this matter is urgent. Hopefully, I'll see you guys soon. Teeloch, Tipplecrest."
It appears that scaly sorcerer friend had some urgent business to attend to. He disappeared in the night.
Well, I suppose this means a bigger cut for the rest of us, yes?
That is one way to look at it, yeah.
I shouldn't really had to go, but you know, you have to do what you have to do.
I will say, his horse is still there.
Kind
Right.
of us to, kind of him to leave the horse at least.
Yeah.
All
Can
right.
I? So,
And time for the breastplate. Was it just a basic one?
For the breastplate, it is a basic breastplate. Simple to put on. Roughly will take you 10-15 minutes to put it on. If plate
Well,
takes
he's
you
going to-
breastplate,
No. Full plate does.
Yeah.
Breastplate's easy, man. That's
Yeah.
just snap on, snap off. It's just a few buckles.
Okay, yeah, it'll take you 5 minutes to put on.
Which I'm going to take off scale mail and put it on.
That is perfectly fine.
Oh, wonderful! You won't clank around anymore. Let me help you with that. It'll be faster.
It
I'm
took
sure
it
you
took
would like
2
the other
minutes.
one.
It took you 2 minutes to put it all together.
Well,
who is going to be taking the lizard boy's horse?
I think Alarik should take it. Frankly, he is one of the largest, and no offense, but you do take up a lot of space in the cart.
None taken.
That
I am
is
now
true.
softly reminded of a centaur riding a horse.
God damn it.
Makes no sense, but they can do it.
I don't think.
They are classified as a medium creature.
Centaur riding a horse, riding a griffin, riding a dragon.
Well,
Good
is anyone
job.
trying to take the wand?
With a goblin on the centaur's back.
Well, if you don't have very many options for ranged attacks, it might come in handy for you.
Which is why I inquire.
Anyone have an issue with that?
I have no problem.
don't see an issue.
No?
I'll most likely be driving the cart.
Right.
Add that to my inventory.
Alarik, are you having a little bit of trouble clearing the rubble?
I gave up about halfway in.
I
Yeah.
can see that. Would you like a helping hand?
Actually, I think it'd be easier if we brought the cart around. Maybe use the horses.
For some of the larger pieces, sure. Yes.
But yes, if you were offering a hand, I'd rather enjoy it.
Right. Definitely can do that. Let's walk over to the area that we're going to be doing that first, because it is a rather limited range.
You're going to see as Nemea hops on Alaric's shoulders.
Thump. There is now a six-legged cub riding along on your shoulder, Alarik.
Right, so...
I figure he can give you a hand.
Where did you even find a beast like that? Intriguing.
Well, it's a long
Gonna
story.
set the cat down.
I'm gonna
We're
attempt,
Well,
gonna
if you do.
head over to the site.
I'm gonna attempt to pick the cat up and follow them.
Eldric, does the
Right.
cat try to refuse?
As long as you are not trying to hurt her, you'll be perfectly fine.
Right.
You pick up the cat with ease, and you walk on forward.
Yeah, like inspect the cat while following them, just kind of taking notes and investigating its different traits.
Wonderful. Your notes, it's basic. You just scribble down kind of more of like what happened last night and what happened this morning. Nothing else that seems like seems to catch your eye outside of the fort itself.
Oh no, I meant about the cat.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah, I'm inspecting the cat.
I
and
apologize, I
taking
misheard you. Let me turn something down real quick. I think I have my music up too high.
notes.
There we go.
Actually,
The cat. Roll.
So I don't think I've ever seen a
Yeah.
displacer cat.
Roll me a history check.
Alright.
where is ours?
That is a 19.
19. You've heard of cats like this before. Six-legged, able to bounce around with ease. It is a displacer cub that is currently you are holding in your hands. Typically, most displacer cubs don't have companions like this.
I'll have to ask him about it later.
Theo and
What do I do with
Alarik, you are off to go get the cart.
Mhm.
Easy enough. You guys get on the cart, you ride it through the same road, and go through the gates, well, what's left of the gates, and make your way over to the rubble with this cart. It took you roughly 20 minutes just to kind of get the horses going. Wake them up a little bit.
I was also following them and going with them.
Alright.
With the cat.
If you are trying to clear out the rest of the rubble, Alarik, roll me a strength check with advantage.
Before he does that, I'm going to cast a spell on him.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, Bull Strength, which doubles his carrying capacity.
Alright. Go
Oh
ahead
shit.
and mark off your,
Plus
mark off one spell.
Oh, my carrying capacity is like almost 200 pounds.
Well,
Good. Now it's almost 400.
And you have advantage on strength checks.
21.
Easily you were able to clear up the rest of the rubble. Under the rubble you managed to find a caved-in square, which led into, well, it was a trap room. Not a trap room, but it was like a secret room, basement.
Is there a door left on it?
Not anymore.
Oh.
About how far down is it?
It's not too deep, roughly 7. There's a 6-foot tall ladder there. The bottom 2 rungs are broken, but you can still get down with fairly ease, considering your size.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just take a trip down.
Alright.
Same.
You
I'll
all
head down and cast light.
you all pop on down. Thank goodness you have light, because it would have been... You all go into a really dark room!
Oh, well, your boy got dark vision, so I'm good.
I got dark vision as well.
This room, there isn't a whole lot. There isn't a whole lot left, but what you see around, not a whole lot got damaged in here except for the ladder and the trapdoor, which is currently smashed by a fairly large rock. It's why when it went down, it broke 2 of the wooden rungs of the ladder. In this room, it just has armory stands, stands to hang armor, shields, weapons, all that other fun stuff. But it all seems to be empty right now. There is a fairly decent looking chest in the room, though.
I
Is
would
there
like
a lock on it of any kind that I can visibly see?
There is no lock.
to investigate the chest for traps.
You may.
Alright. With my eyes of my note seeing, would that give me advantage since it would be within
Yes.
a foot? That is a nat 20 plus 7.
Nice.
Nothing seems trapped about this.
But the chest looks safe enough to open, and I just open it.
Inside of this chest, you will see multiple gemstones. 4 of them. 1 green, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 white. The first 3 gemstones are small sized. There's nothing really crazy about them. They glimmer slightly, but it looks like they haven't been polished in a while.
Can I inspect the jewels?
You can. Yes.
I would like to help him with that.
You have a jeweler's kit. You're proficient in that, correct?
Yeah, I am proficient with jewels, and I have proficiency with jeweler's tools.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with your proficiency modifier.
Would it be possible for me to help him by giving him my eyes of minute seeing?
That would be an intelligence
Great,
check with your
yeah.
proficiency modifier. I'm sorry.
Intelligence?
And it will become with advantage if you take Ivory's help, yes.
I will take Ivory's help.
Alright, I offer you my glasses.
Are they attunement?
13,
They are not.
14, 15. And he did what to me? He gives me advantage?
Yeah, he gave you
Yeah,
advantage.
I gave you my eyes of minute
So roll
seeing.
again.
Any investigation check.
16, 17.
18.
The 17? Or, yeah, 18, I'm sorry.
No, it's an 18. It's a 17. I apologize.
And I overcome.
Yeah. I thought you guys went up a proficiency on level 4. I think it's level 5 then. Or 6.
Yeah, it's level
5 or 6.
You managed to discern them as easily as simple emerald, ruby, and a sapphire. The last one's a diamond. The emerald, ruby, and sapphire all combined equal up to roughly 100 gold for the whole root, so it's like roughly 33 gold each.
None of them are they have all been cut? They are all like perfectly shaped jewels?
No. The diamond, on the other hand, is a fairly large-sized diamond, and it is worth up to 500 gold.
If I was to shape this jewel, could we possibly get more?
Yes.
I would like to shape all of the jewels in current possession.
This will take a little bit more time. If you would like to do it in this setting, you can, or you can wait until later.
You're absolutely right. I will put the jewels in a satchel,
Okay.
and I will shape them later.
I want to look at the two. So about the jewels, I have a question for both of you. Since us 3 are the ones who came here and removed the rocks, do you think we should split the value of the jewels amongst ourselves?
We'll get more if I cut them properly.
Yeah. And
Yes, I mean after. Or do you think we should split them with the rest of the party?
I think we should gather all our resources and find out what we're going to do.
Precisely. And if I may be so bold as to make a suggestion, correct me if I'm wrong, Ivory, you are a cleric, right?
Yes, though I'm still not quite used to the magic, and I don't know all of my capabilities. I do have a book that tells me that I do get the ability to resurrect the dead, if I remember correctly, and that diamond may prove useful.
Which is precisely what I was going to go ahead and recommend. If anything, we should hang on to the diamond. If nothing else. Just as an insurance policy, if you will.
Okay, then I'm gonna hand the diamond over to Ivory. Keep it for safekeeping. If you still need me to cut it, you can.
Of course. I'll allow you to cut it if you think it would help.
Alright.
But
Also, inside of the chest is another small pile of gold, which is up to 200 pieces of gold.
I would like to just take it and put it in the same pouch that I found the 300 gold.
Alright.
Like the 300 gold in, so it's up to 5.
So we're at 5.
500 extra, yep.
And I would just tell them, this is for if the party needs anything. This isn't just for me, it's just for safekeeping.
Oh, you don't need to worry about giving me gold. I'm quite capable of making it on my own.
I'm quite sure you are.
That indeed he is. Alright. There is nothing else in this room. I will give you all
I
that.
assume I have to help them up to the half-broken ladder.
If you would like to help them, yes.
Is the ladder like a part of the room, or is it just like a mobile ladder that they kind of leaned up against?
It's a mobile ladder.
Okay.
That's
After we all get
annoying. I can fix that.
After we all get up, I'm going to attempt to just take the ladder with us.
Oh, I'm going to stay down here. Give me literally 1 minute. I'm going to cast Mending to fix the bottom 2 rungs.
Literally with this wooden ladder, you just watch as the wood kind of just creak back into place. It's kind of
Takes a
like
minute,
watching it break in reverse.
Good as new. And then I'll climb back up the ladder.
And I'll pull the ladder up.
Why didn't you do that when we were coming down?
Because it takes a whole minute to cast, and I didn't think you would want to wait while I was staring at your ass casting it.
I'm gonna also climb up.
All right.
Is the cat still there from when I put it down to climb the ladder?
Is it Eldric? I'm giving Eldric full reign of that cat.
Okay.
He tried to stay with you, but realized how far you were going down. So yes, he is still there.
Okay. We'll pick him back up. Thank you for waiting, little one.
I have another idea, by the way.
Yes?
Might save us a little bit of travel time. Last I checked, sending stones in general just work like the spell. You can send, I guess, a message to people that you know as if you knew the spell while holding the stone. Alarik, if you want to, you can likely contact people back in the town and let them know that we have completed what we've done here.
I thought sending stones were only one way, only between the two.
It depends on the stone, but for the most part, the ones that I have encountered, or heard tell of at least, operate as does the spell.
Well, it's worth a shot. Might as well.
I would like to attempt to contact the head priest of the Church of Tyr.
One moment.
I already read up on it.
Already did.
It does work. It works as the sending spell.
Okay.
Unless you're using the specific Acquisitions Inc. one with a very specific quirk.
I'm not gonna even mess
I
with
didn't
that.
think-
I'm
I
just
didn't
going to
think so.
assume that I'm going to assume to actually cast the spell. That way, you need both stones in your hand.
No, you just need a sending stone.
Oh, okay.
But you need one on either side because you got to figure it works like a walkie-talkie, but it's a transceiver rather than just a receiver or a.
Okay, so this is also going under the assumption that the head priest has a sending stone.
No, he doesn't need it. The sending spell works to anybody,
Okay.
and he can reply to it, but he can't initiate contact to you without using a sending spell or a different stone or a scroll or whatever.
So,
If you
Yeah,
wish to contact him, you have 25 words. Go ahead and do so.
Mhm.
What are you saying?
We've finished the
Contract.
contract dealing with the
Bandits.
fort and bandits on the road.
That's all you're saying.
Return tomorrow. Return in 2 days.
A few seconds go by, and you're sitting there waiting, and then you get something in your head. Well, that's good. I've been holding on that contract for a while now. I await your return, whoever you are.
Oh shit, I probably should have told him that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Backtrack.
Yeah,
Backtrack?
sending stones will work between the two.
Let me double check. Hold on. I might have read the wrong thing. Don't hate me.
Sending stones, they come in pairs.
Yeah, no, my apologies. I'm sorry. I read it wrong.
So that one works as a walkie-talkie.
So
Yeah.
they work as walkie-talkies, yeah. My apologies. Thank you for that, Alucard. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, Alan.
I was gonna say something, but
I read the thing wrong. I was reading the other one.
didn't spoil the fun.
And I didn't even get the whole one. Fuck! My bad.
Alright, so you try. I'm just gonna go ahead and go off of this. You kind of
And it lets you
try,
know.
and it's
Yeah.
just nothing happens.
Gotcha.
So if I yell into one sending stone and then put them right next to each other, what happens?
It starts a feedback loop like when you're using walkie-talkies.
Sounds like a good distraction.
All
to
you
me.
get, all you get is distorted noise back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you're now deaf. Congratulations.
Thanks.
No.
I assume we should start heading back and start making room in the carriage or the cart for some of the stuff we require.
Of course. I also would like to ask them, the people of the city, if this area of land is for purchase or something like that. I mean, if the bandits can build something here, why can't we?
You do have a good point.
Bandits don't build anything. They acquisition.
Well, they built a camp here. And they were in the middle of building it, too. You saw it for yourself.
We were trying to make repairs to walls that were already present.
Don't know, it looked very, like, bandit-made.
I'm not wrong. This is a fort, yes?
It used to be.
You are actually most of this fort was built by the bandits. It was
By the bandits?
It was crudely built, and the walls themselves were also crudely built. Like, to be fair, if you were to swing an axe at it, it might take you 10-15 minutes to break through it, but you would break through it.
By bandits, for bandits.
I mean, if you're looking into property.
I mean,
This all depends on whether or not we want to make the journey back. Alternatively, we could stay out here, and I do have one spell that might be able to deliver a message, but it might take a day to get there.
we should head back to the group and see what they think.
Sure.
I don't even know if we're all going to stay together. I don't know if this was a one-job thing, or if you all want to stay in a group. Y'all are all starting to grow on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna head towards the rest of the group.
Okay,
Same.
before all that, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Delilah and Eldric, while they were down there, kind of skipped on you a little bit, but what were you guys doing?
I was keeping guard of the hole.
Okay.
Or I was keeping guard in case nothing snuck up on us.
Okay. Eldric.
And Eldric was looking through the pile trying to sort through things.
Okay. You managed to sort the armor, weaponries, and the gold into nice little piles. Easy enough to pile into the cart and get ready for movement. You are all now back together, grouped up. What would you all like to do?
Would I see the gold piled on the cart?
Okay.
Well, it's not in the cart, it's just mostly on the ground.
Oh, would I see it?
Yes.
Is this gold somebody found?
It was with the pile that we found of everything else.
Mind if I put it with the rest?
It is fine.
Alright. How much is there, so I can add it into my pouch?
Roughly, from here, it's just an additional 50 extra gold.
Okay. So 550 total.
Yeah.
Alright.
What are we adding to the cart? A breastplate and a longsword? Or a
Breastplate,
greatsword?
breastplate, greatsword. Pull up my notes again because I scrolled off of it for a moment.
Breastplate, greatsword.
Plate armor. And
Plate armor.
and a couple of potions, unless Eldric has not divvied those out.
No, I put it in the pile with the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
Who would need some potions? Anyone?
I would, the ranger and maybe the cook over there.
What type of potions are they?
There are two
Two
normal.
regulars and a greater.
Yep, they're both healing potions.
I say we give them to the two people who can't heal themselves.
And who would that be?
The cook and the ranger. At
At
least I don't think they can heal themselves.
I can. Actually, now that I think about it.
You also have very limited spell slots, though.
Yes.
So,
Well, the way I see it, I will take one of the smaller ones. Somebody else can take the bigger one, and the other small one.
I don't need potions at
so
the
we give
moment.
the big one to the cook over there. Actually, she's quite fast, is she not?
last I checked, yes.
Perhaps we should just give them all to her, and if anyone needs one, she can just sprint over.
Potentially. My two silver on the subject is one for her at least, preferably the greater, because she is going to be a frontline fighter from what I can tell.
She takes
And-
the lesser. She doesn't take the greater one.
Well, that works too. So we have a greater in reserve. Toss it in the car.
Sure.
Right.
I don't see why not.
I will add it. I'm keeping track of all the
Cart stuff.
stuff in the cart, so
Okay.
greater healing potion. Gotcha.
Wonderful. Everything fits in the cart easily. Now that you are missing 2 additional party members, you all can fit snugly inside of the cart together. You also Alarik is using the horse, so all 4 of you. If one of you is driving, there's 3 spots for the others.
I would like to also try and take that armor that's been crushed by the boulder.
You can
Good luck
try.
with that.
This horse is a regular riding horse, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to try to take the crushed armor. It can't be worn, but my thought process is we could sell it as scrap metal.
Okay. Go ahead and try. I don't know what the roll for that would be.
For what now?
Removing very crushed armor off of a dead body. It's
How badly crushed
It's
is it?
crushed plate armor, and it was under 400 or 500 pounds of rocks, maybe
Dude, that
more.
shit's done.
Yeah.
If
Like-
rocks came down on it, it's literally broken through.
I mean, unless you're trying to melt that shit down to ingots, it's not worth anything.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
like
do.
you might be able to go ahead and give it to a smith who will give you 100 gold for it just for the scrap.
Yeah, that's what
To
he
be melted into
wanted
other
to
shit?
do.
That's what I was gonna do.
I'd like to help him pull the corpse.
I'm just going to go ahead and say just roll me a because you're not really worried about the integrity of it. Just roll me a strength check, and if you're getting help, advantage.
I might have Alarik do it and help him. If
That-
Well,
Well,
he still has enhanceability on him,
Yeah, that
yes,
so he already has advantage.
too. Yeah.
that works. I will just hand it to him. Would you mind attempting to remove this, please?
13.
Why not? Sure, you managed to get it off. It was really, really hard trying to get the buckles off because a lot of them were crushed into place. But you managed to get off the upper torso. The lower part of the armor, you gave up on it, so you have a breastplate that's absolutely destroyed.
Perhaps we could sell it as scrap metal. A little bit of extra profit, you know?
Sure. You can hold on to it. I'm going to hand it off to him.
Whew.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
It is a
Carry on.
bloody, nasty piece of scrap.
Sir, would you mind cleaning this? You do have a spell for that, right?
Yes. I'm gonna hit it with prestidigitation just to get the gunk off.
Easy enough. It just shiny and clean.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong. That doesn't appear to be a magical set of armor, does it?
I don't think so.
Right. Put it on the cart.
I do.
Mending.
You cast mending. It remelds itself.
I have to cast it multiple times. I'll do it. I don't care.
It's a cantrip. I kind of figured you would have.
Yeah.
you're virtually repairing it in reverse.
Pieces. Yeah.
In pieces. What comes out of it is the upper torso of plate armor.
Mhm.
So, I would say that's a breastplate by now, wouldn't you?
What do you mean? It was full plate?
It was
Yeah.
full plate. They were
Nah,
unable to
if
get
they
the
still have.
lower torso.
Well, if you can fix that, maybe you can fix the lower one.
I most assuredly can, even though it's disgusting. I'll head over to what's left of the torso of the dude. Immediately puke my guts out all over the place. Because, oh god, that is nasty.
Okay.
Take a drink of wine.
I
And
just
then
assumed
go
that you
ahead to
puked right into the trap hole.
No. I don't need anybody, including myself, landing in that. Because it would be me that lands in it, knowing my luck. But yeah, mending again.
Okay, easy enough. It just mends right back into place. You're able, at that point, is easily to unstrap it and pull it off of the man. Really, you didn't even need to unstrap it. You could just literally pull it off like pants. How crushed that man was.
Oh, that is disgusting.
But this armor sells for quite a bit. It's no longer selling a scrap armor, it's selling a full plate.
Ivory, what's your
Yes,
passive
we'll
perception?
go ahead and add that to the cart as well.
17.
You will notice that there's a clan crest. Wasn't fully done for everyone else, but they gave the first set to the leader, and it was like a crest of a raven with an arrow through it going the opposite direction.
I'm going to rip off a page of one of my journals, put it over it, and use my drawing stuff to kind of.
You're gonna try to trace it.
I'm not tracing it. I'm copying it through the what is it called? The
calligrapher set.
Yeah, I'm using the calligrapher set. But what is it called? The etchings,
It's called a rubbing.
A rubbing.
Yeah, a rubbing.
That's absolutely fine. You can get a rubbing of it.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that you have a piece of charcoal or whatever.
Can I history check that?
Sure.
We're surrounded by charcoal, fucker.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm assuming you have charcoal.
Last tonight.
I'm assuming you have charcoal. Looks down at the ground. I do.
Maybe we could sell the charcoal. We'll make a fortune.
Can I history check the crest?
You can certainly try.
Never mind.
I like the
Yeah,
Background courtier, I'd like to give it a shot.
you can.
Cool. History, I assume?
Yep.
Fucking nat 20 again, what the fuck?
Great.
Okay.
Good luck on the dice.
What the fuck?
Through your
I
travels,
want to
you manage to hear minor rumors that this gang was settled out here. And that this symbol was plastered on the gate at one point. Now it's not because the gate is black as night. But it's literally, to you, it's just the symbol of an up and coming bandit group.
Honestly, if we're gonna stick together, I say we make this our symbol. Make it a symbol for good instead of, bandits.
That might become troublesome.
Pretty cool symbol.
Well, keep in mind, I'm not from here, but I've heard of this symbol, and I imagine there might be a few others who have as well, and that might not end very well for us.
But, if it is a known symbol, it could make us well known as well. We could change the symbol's reputation through our good deeds.
Can put that on the back burner for now. Yes.
We have plenty of time.
We
We're sticking together.
Well, we probably should start heading back. It's going to take us quite some time to return.
Well, we have the day.
It is roughly, at this point, 9 a.m.
Right. I'm gonna go over to the the cook, the Delilah. Sorry, forgot her name for a bit. I'm quite hungry. You're a very good cook. Would you mind making me something, please?
We do still have plenty of that bear meat available.
We do.
Yeah, and she's been trying to use that in the morning than using our rations.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
the bear meat will go bad quicker than the.
I've already figured it into the rations.
Okay, good.
And
I thought you guys jerkified
I'm
it.
assuming that's being... Yeah, we smoked it, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought you guys
I
was gonna
jerkified
say.
it.
all of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, if you didn't smoke all of it, you can use the stuff that you haven't jerkified.
There's what, 5 of us?
I say we eat before we head out. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Roughly a pound for each, I'm guessing.
It's just 1 ration each.
Yeah.
Each ration is 2 pounds.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just added, when we had the 20 pounds of bear meat, I just added 10 rations.
MRE Bear Edition.
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock MREs until you've tried them.
Some
Hey,
of them are good.
I've had some. They're good.
So,
Hey, the new ones are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I had the old
So-
ones.
Because all of you assholes are here with me, you all get to stretch with me because someone redeemed stretch.
Okay, cool.
So stretch your
Um,
arms.
I
Oh,
take
my
it-
spine.
okay. We're all sitting down eating, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is honestly the
I
perfect
will.
time.
I will abstain from eating a ration. I'd like to start working on the jewels.
Okay.
I
Well,
assume we're taking a short rest here. We're eating.
Yes.
Short rest for an hour, yeah.
I'm still letting him borrow my eyes of minute seeing to help him with his jewels.
Okay.
Which that gives me what?
That
Advantage on investigation checks.
that would.
Oh,
You're not getting an investigation check on this. You're just getting a. Bryan, I would assume that's a dexterity if he's trying to cut jewels and proficiency with jeweler's tools, correct?
Let me just double check on this.
and correct me if I'm wrong. We're following the same rules as jewels generally, right? If they're face, they are worth more.
Yes. Even if you cut them down a little bit and make them, they if they look ugly, they are
I'm
worth
trying to.
less.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm trying to beautify them.
You're trying to
yes,
beautify
obviously.
them.
Give me one moment.
Yeah, that,
For that one, if he's doing cutting and whatnot, realistically, yes, that would be a dexterity.
Roll me a dexterity plus your proficiency modifier.
18.
Nice.
That would be a 19. Because if it's 16 plus 1 equals 17 plus 2, that's
Oh,
19.
I'm sorry, it was the
Yeah.
19.
For the ruby, because I'm going to have you roll individual rolls for these. For the ruby,
Okay.
you managed to cut this in a very well-fashioned way. You managed to increase it from 33 gold to 75 gold.
Nice.
I want to go over to him. The glass is helping.
You want me to roll it separately for each one, right?
Yeah, but Ivory is
You heard
talking
it.
to you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The glass is helping.
Not exactly.
And,
Oh, you give him back his glasses?
and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, Cat's Grace on him. He has advantage on dexterity checks.
That is absolutely fine.
Awesome.
Knock off another.
Second level.
Yep.
Nat 20, so 23.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's perfect.
Right.
I'd like to use that 23 on the diamond, or are you picking them?
The diamond is in Ivory's hands.
I would give him the diamond, seeing that he's cutting him, like at the same time.
All right. You
That's
can, if you were giving up the diamond to cut it, the diamond is already kind of decently cut, but you do notice that there are errors on it. You slice through it a little bit more, and give it a little extra coat of polish on there with your rag, and you manage to make this just virtually, when you shine that into the sun, a full-on prism rainbow shoots out of the dang thing. Makes it look like you're sitting in a disco room for a second, but like it's just rainbowy.
Oh my.
That is beautiful.
You manage to
Well
increase this diamond by an additional 250 gold.
So now it's worth 750.
Yes.
Nicely done,
Okay.
Alarik.
Thank you, good son.
Quite the craftsman.
I need 2 more checks for you.
17.
17 for the... Which one do you want this one for?
The sapphire.
The sapphire. You managed to cut it down a little bit more, but you kind of miss a little bit. It's not as good as the ruby and or diamond.
Did you roll at advantage?
Did you roll
I
an
did.
advantage? Okay. But you managed to increase its value up to 50 gold.
So it went from what it was to 50.
Yes.
Right. Uh, 11. 13 on the jade.
This is an emerald.
As he's doing this one, do I notice he's having trouble with it?
With your passive, yes.
Oh, come now, Alarik. I know that you can do better than that. Give it a roll. Bardic Inspiration, D6.
Roll a d6.
You want me to roll it? Or is he
You
rolling?
can roll it. You roll it.
You want me to roll
You're
it?
having luck right now. Yeah.
I would
Oh,
cast-
jeez. Yes, I am. Fucking 5.
Okay, that went to a 16.
No, he rolled a No, he rolled an 11. Yeah,
He
16.
rolled an 11. Yeah, he rolled a 13 plus 5, so 18. I apologize. You managed to slice and dice this one to make it almost as perfect as the ruby. You managed to increase its value up to, as well, 100 gold. So you have now a diamond that's 750 gold, a sapphire that is 50 gold, a ruby that's 100 gold, and an emerald that is 100 gold. Well done, my
Alright.
friend.
I'm assuming you're letting us know how much they would probably be worth at this point, because you can't appraise them, obviously.
I am letting you know, based on my cuts, the appraisal and current value of all pieces and jewels present. I'm going to hand the diamond back to Ivory and say, take care of it.
I
Well, that is some damn good news.
put it away and edit my notes on Alarik.
Alright.
Jeweler.
Completely forgot that he had those jeweler's tools.
Good at cutting gems.
Wonderful. I'm assuming you're all packed up and
That
heading out
stretch
now.
made me hurt my shoulder. I hate you guys.
What
blame
about,
MsKitti. She's the one who redeemed it.
what about Delilah's cooking?
Roll me a d20 with your proficiency modifier. And add... I don't know, what would cooking... Would that be wisdom, intelligence, charisma, dex? I don't think it's strength or con. I'm gonna go based off of wisdom.
Wouldn't cooking be performance, though?
No, not necessarily.
No.
It could be, though.
Because
Like-
you're rolling a... I'm having you guys roll strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma,
Oh, okay.
and your proficiency. I won't have you roll a skill.
You can make an argument for Dex, considering it takes like a lot of minute how to put it? Like you have to chop stuff, and then you have to like
Yeah,
prepare
the
it.
For
Wisdom
her,
or
I would say
dex
dex
or
or wisdom.
But you could also use wisdom for like knowing how to prepare the food. So there's a lot of things you could use.
Mhm.
You could use intelligence for the knowledge of the food.
Okay.
Really, you.
I will go based off of. Let's just go with intelligence. Then
Intelligence? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
He's the one who's wanting you to do it.
Yeah. Whoever said intelligence, fuck you.
I said it could be. The DM has final say.
13. I have a 0 in intelligence.
The food is. It's okay. It ain't the greatest food in the world. I mean, your seasoning
Probably the
game was a
thing that
little
I'd
bit
eat.
off. I will say it tastes way better than Create Food and Water. But it doesn't taste much better than that. Gordon Ramsay would not be proud.
God.
Maybe you've been
It's
raw! Because
Do it
like,
again!
What are you, an idiot sandwich, sir?
I'm sorry, I could not hear you, Delilah. What was that?
normally you've been having me roll survival for the food checks.
Yeah.
So wisdom. So go ahead and do your wisdom. Just go ahead and add your wisdom instead of your intelligence.
What?
Just add your modifier to your roll. Because it was a straight roll for your intelligence.
Oh.
So just add
14, then plus 2.
Okay.
Because my proficiency in cooking skills, or cooking utensils, or whatever.
Okay, 14 plus 2, 16. Way better than Gordon Ramsay would not be proud. He would be okay with this meal. You got your seasonings were actually fairly on point. It was a fairly well made meal. I'm going to do this.
You would find it tolerable.
Yeah. And
It's
you
palatable.
all receive 1 temporary hit point for the day.
Delicious, Delilah. Thank you.
I again didn't eat, so I will not take that temporary hit point.
Understood?
You're really missing out, but I get it. You're busy with your jewelry.
Can Delilah try and, like, while he's working, like, put food in his mouth?
Will you resist
You have
this?
to eat, my guy.
While I'm cutting jewels, I don't think that's going to work out too well.
Just open your mouth. She'll just shove food.
Logically, we would assume that she's gonna take time to cook the meal, so by the time you're done, you could probably eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then if that is the case, I will eat.
I just now have
You
this
wanna eat
vision
because
of like,
otherwise you're gonna start suffering exhaustion.
yeah, I just have this vision of this half-orc lady wearing like a Kiss the Cook apron, holding up like a steak that's been nicely cut up next to Alarik while he's like cutting these gems, and Alarik is just, and like she's holding up a fork in the piece of steak over to Alarik, and Alarik's just like focusing on that, but like every once in a while he'll just open his mouth and she's like, no, just shoves it right into his mouth.
I have an image of like the most disgruntled waitress at a frickin' like Brazilian grill with the giant frickin' thing of like meat standing next to the table, like, you're going to eat some of this. Like, I don't care if you flipped it to red.
Oh my god.
After eating, I'd say we'd all pack up, right? Unless anybody else has something.
I assume so. Maybe add a live, laugh, love poster.
Oh, no.
Just to really complete the picture.
You know what? I'm gonna draw one up and put it on the cart.
I hate you.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'm writing it in my calligrapher's tool, so it's beautiful.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's beautiful.
One of those hang in there cat posters.
Yeah,
from the Lego movie.
and the cat's just hanging off a
no.
branch.
I'm gonna hang in there on the bird poster.
Gosh darn
On the
it.
bird
Oh my
poster.
God.
My bird rubbing. It's a hang in there bird rubbing.
A bird with an
arrow.
arrow through it, saying "Hang
would
in
like-
there."
Yeah.
Before we leave, I would like to clean the saddle
Okay.
that was on Tip's horse.
Okay.
It was clean enough already, but
Not
you managed
clean
to
enough for him,
wipe off
apparently.
the dust that was there, like the dust and ash that was like resting on there.
pretty much everything would have a fine coating of ash with us. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
those
mean,
don't
my
get there.
armor wouldn't, and now that saddle won't.
But if you are all packing up, I can streamline you through the next couple of days if you would like.
I am okay with packing up.
All right.
I'll just be driving the cart with the bard's assistant.
Bryan, I'm gonna streamline you guys through this real quickly because there's nothing crazy going on. Bryan, go ahead and mark off however many rations 3 days worth for the entire party would be.
And feed for the horses. Gotcha.
Yep. And I'll take my drink real quick. Dang it, Kitty. She's making sure I'm hydrated. Soon I'm gonna have to switch to vodka.
3 days, right?
Yeah, 3 days.
I'd be on Twitch right now if the audio loop wouldn't bother me.
And we have 3 horses, correct?
Absolutely fine. By the way, Bryce, the way to do that actually is to, if you're using the Twitch app, just keep the volume on and mute the
Right-click mute.
Yeah, and mute the app itself. Or if you're on the web page, just right-click the web page itself and mute it.
Yeah, right-click the tab.
It still gives me the view, and you can still look through chat without having a loop. That's what I do for
Okay.
Canderous.
Turn off the sound.
I will do that right after this ad.
Raid Shadow Legends. No.
Not sponsored.
But
Logitech.
the 3 days travel was very simple. You passed a few travelers and kind of just said, "Hey, be mindful. There was a fire that had happened." Other than that, nothing crazy happened through your 3 days travel. And on the third day, roughly around 10 a.m., you guys travel right through the gates of the fairly large city of Phelona. To give the viewers another explanation, Phelona is a fairly large city, has 2 sets of walls, one inner wall and one outer wall. The outer wall protects the entirety of the city, the inner wall protects the living quarters and everything of that. The outer wall houses most of the shopping district, stuff like that. Towns.
As we're coming back into town, I'm just going to
Sorry
ask
about
the
that.
party as a whole. No, you're good.
I was still explaining, but my roommate came in.
Oh.
I apologize.
Okay. never mind.
This town just once again marketplace and general goods and magic items and stuff are within that first wall. The inner wall is, thank you, R2. On the inner wall is just living space for middle class to lower class to higher class, and taverns. What would be mainly noticeable within the living space is a large decommissioned man of war style ship that has now been called the Iron Hull Tavern. And also in the middle is a fairly large 3-story cathedral-like building that is a temple to Tyr, the god of justice.
Well, I have an idea. I know, I say that a lot, don't I?
You do.
So that's what
we did pick up a few goodies that are worth a few bits of coin. Would anyone have an issue while whoever turns in this quest that we just had, if I were to find a smithy and see if they'd be interested in procuring some new armor?
Yes, you do that, Theodor. I'm actually off to the church to turn in the bell.
Wonderful. Would anyone like to go with him or with me?
I'd like to go with you.
You see as Eldric is looking through his papers. Alan, where would it say to turn in the papers?
The
bounty papers. Yeah.
The bounty papers. For you, there are 2 places. The 2 bounty papers for the individuals can be turned in at the Iron Hull Tavern, which is the bandit wall that the job board that you put, but the main one to get rid of all of the bandits within that outpost has to be turned in at the main temple of Tyr. And now
Okay.
everyone must hydrate.
I'm already ahead of you.
And I need to change that from 5 minutes to 10 minutes.
Oh, you know what? Just because you're changing it,
Everyone must stretch too.
how dare you change it?
Gotta fix those banana-shaped spines, guy. Dang it.
So just to double verify, we have 2 sets of plate armor, a greatsword, and a breastplate, right?
Yes.
That are still left. Okay, good.
I would like to go with Theodor to sell the armor, and since Alarik is going to turn it into the church, I would ask him for the gems, and we could also sell those. If he
I'll
sold-
hand him. You're asking me for the bag of gems, yeah?
yes, so we can sell them while we're out selling the armor
Yep.
as well.
I'm gonna hand them off. I'm gonna restate the value of them. The jade goes for 100. The sapphire goes for 100. The sapphire goes for 50, and the ruby goes for 100. So it's 250 total.
Right, got it. I'll sell them for 300.
Keep in mind that the diamond is 750.
I don't.
Yeah, I
plan
think we're going to be
on-
holding on to that
Okay.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna head off to the church.
Alright, you're headed off to the
Alarik,
church.
before you leave,
I'm
Quick.
following him to the church.
wait. No,
Theo.
Paladin, I need you.
Yes.
Where can I find an armorer in this town? One you trust.
Well, I can lead you to one.
I get my armor from the church, right?
You got your armor overseas, dude.
Yeah, overseas. But
Yeah, you don't know an armorer here.
yeah, I wouldn't know an armorer here, unfortunately, as I'm also new to this country.
No.
Don't worry about it. I grew up in this city. I'll show you to one.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Off we go.
And Eldric is going to head to the tavern.
Okay. Everyone is going different places. I'm going to...
But where's Delilah going?
Delilah
With
is
you.
following
To the
you.
church.
Oh, she's coming with me to the church.
So I'm going to...
Reconvene in the central square in an hour.
How about we meet at the tavern in an hour?
Works for me.
Why not? I'm going to start
Oh,
with
wait.
Theo. You are looking for a blacksmith, correct?
Armor.
I'm
Armor.
leading him to one.
You're leading him to one.
Yes.
You do know one right outside the walls. It's a fairly decent blacksmith. You've never had a bad deal there. You haven't really been there much other than the weapon that you have on you. But he did a really good job and he charged you a very fair rate.
I'd probably also go to him for any information involving like different styles of weapons
Alright.
on my investigation.
Alright. You guys move forward and you guys go through the main wall and you walk down the southern street towards the north, and on the eastern side, closer to the middle wall, you will find a fairly large building. Under it outside is like a tanning rack, a sword, a sharpening circle, a forge, and an anvil with a dwarf. Beard long as day, about 3 feet tall, black hair, hammering away at an ingot.
Oh, how are you? Long time no see.
Aye, Ivory. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
I'm doing, I've been better. Anyway, we're here to sell some stuff.
Ah, you're here to sell some stuff.
Yes, we got back from a mission. This is my friend Theodor. Theodor
Hello.
Smith.
Well, hello there.
Pleasure to meet you.
What can I do for you?
Well, we have a few things that we recently procured. If I could direct you to the cart, they're rather heavy. And I'm not the strongest. I'm gonna walk out to the cart, which I imagine is like right outside the forge.
Yes.
We would have.
2 sets of plate armor, a breastplate, and a greatsword, if you'd be interested.
He's going to stare at his ingot, and he's going to be like, I can get back to this in a little while. Might take a little heating, but I can go take a look. Alright, let's see what we have for you.
Hey Theo, isn't the sword magic?
The greatsword is a +1. Yeah. It was a little, fancy, if you can't tell.
I can tell that it's a little fancy. Gosh, I can't get an Irish voice to say it out my life, so... I can tell that it's a little fancy. Right? I can tell that it's a little fancy. You see these runes?
Aye?
I had these
God,
runes
you do it
enchanted
now.
myself.
Oh!
I smith this blade.
You did quite well.
I know I did. One of my finest works.
It's a shame it was being used by a bandit.
It's a shame to hear that.
Oh, well, no worries about them anymore. They've been removed from their position.
Aye, well that's good.
Well, their goal was to expand, and they did blow up a little.
I see what you did there.
I don't get it.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll hear about it soon enough.
Hold on.
Dynamite, good sir.
Yes. Dynamite job. Anyway, how much do you think we would be able to get for all of these?
Well, good work on the dynamite, I guess. Too bad that you couldn't keep the building, though.
It was rather ramshackle.
Aye.
It wasn't
For
worth
the breastplate and the plate armor. It's a fancy little sigil there. Sure you don't need this thing for anything?
Actually, Theodor, maybe we should hold on to the one with the sigil in case they want proof of their defeat.
Well, you do have the rubbing of it, correct?
I do, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And if they don't believe me, I have a spell that makes it so I can only tell truths, so I don't use it very often.
Aye.
Fair enough.
I can give you about 150 gold.
Total.
The
Total.
breastplate. Wait, for everything.
I was going to do about 150 gold.
Breastplates are 400, plate mills 1500.
I had my numbers
Yeah.
wrong on this Google account.
Yes. Yeah, like, good armor is expensive. You gotta remember that, like, that having, like, a full set of armor back in medieval days was the equivalent of having a private jet.
Alright, so backtrack on that. I'm going to offer you 300 for the armor, for the full plate, and 200 for the
Breastplate.
breastplate. That one.
So 300 for each plate, and then
300
200
for
for the breastplate.
300 for each plate and 200 for the breastplate. Yep.
And what of the greatsword?
Saddens me to see this weapon, but I can buy it from you if no one in your party would like to have it.
Well, look on the bright side. You get to go ahead and make money twice with it.
I get to rehang it on my mantle.
Hmm?
800
You can
gold.
do better for the plate, man.
So 800, 200, so 1,000 plus 300 times 1,600 total.
Mhm.
1,600. Not a bad deal, I would say. What do you believe, Ivory?
I think he can do a bit better on the full plate. It is quite some specimens. They're in good order, too.
Yes. And I would say, especially with the one having a nice sigil on it, would probably be rather. Who's got the sniffly open mic?
I think that is Eldric.
Right.
Look, you could at least do, like, 600 for each, right? I mean, they are quite expensive elsewhere.
And there's quite a bit of material there. I would like to roll a persuasion check. Do I get advantage because I'm getting help from Ivory?
Yes.
I would also like
You
to
guys are
give
gonna
him
rob
guidance.
this man.
I'd also like
You're
to
giving me guidance? I was going to give myself inspiration too. Oh
Oh
no!
no!
I don't need it. I don't need it. It doesn't matter. I don't need it. I can't believe this. Talon, if you want me to turn my camera on, I will. I got another nat 20. I don't know why. You want me to roll it again? I will. I don't give a shit. If you believe me or not, I don't care. I really don't care. This is ridiculous. Oh my god.
He looks between
I'm gonna
both
put
of
this
you.
guy away.
His eye staring at you both, looking over the armor. That is some really good metal. He looks at Ivory. You have given me good business in the past. If you keep bringing me more business, I can make this deal for you.
Make the deal and never go to him again.
I can assure you personally that we will most assuredly be coming back here.
Yes, you are a great and a very good blacksmith. I would never leave your side. I would never leave you hanging like that.
So after robbing him blind, he has given you 600 gold each for the plate armor.
Okay, 1,200.
An additional 100 gold for the breastplate.
So 500.
And he's
No.
stagnant on the 800 gold on the great
So
sword.
300.
Yeah.
So 800, 2,300?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could
The
sell
pain
these
of having a bard in your party.
I'm sure you could sell these back for twice the amount, if not more.
I'm probably going to melt them down and turn them into swords. To be fair, I can make a little bit extra gold off swords versus armor,
See?
because I can make
There you
more
go.
of them.
Nope.
But he takes the goods away into his shop. Do you have any other need of him?
Ivory, I have an idea.
Shoot.
It's nice to have artisans who are friends, right?
Of course.
And he did just give us a very good deal.
He always does.
Why don't we take those gems, gift them to him, and possibly get a discount the next time we come through? He'll be able to embellish his weaponry. Everything is nice for him, and, well, the next time we come by and have need of his services, I'm sure he'll be rather thrilled to see us.
Yes, I also have another idea for him. Is the blacksmith still there?
He is currently walking with the plate. It's a little bit heavy for him, but he is making his way. It's not super heavy. It's just kind of clanky because it's not his size.
What's his name?
I apologize. You muffled out there for me.
Name?
What's his name?
I hate
You
you.
need one?
I didn't give him a
You
name.
need one? You need one?
It's the worst thing to
yeah.
hear as a DM.
You need a name?
I need a
got
name.
you. Doric.
You know, I was thinking with D's, and I was thinking Dorg, but Doric works. Doric.
Doric,
Aye.
I would like you. Can I speak with you another moment? I'm sorry.
What do you need, laddie?
I would like to give you these as a sort of token of appreciation for your business and your friendship. I hand him the 3 gems.
He looks
should-
over them.
You
I
should-
could use these. Sapphire
Okay.
needs a little
Okay.
extra cleaning, but
and
I can use them.
maybe you can keep giving us, good deals like what you just did in the future.
We do really appreciate it.
Yes.
Well, I can't absolutely bankrupt myself now, but
Of course not. But I do have another proposition for you.
what's that?
See, me and my newfound friends here, we're planning on building a structure in the area over there. Perhaps we could start selling some of your weapons and armors there to help your profits.
And if we do actually build something on the property, that underground area looked like an armory. It wouldn't be out of line for us to outfit it once more.
Exactly. So it's good business for you. We buy armor and weapons from you, maybe in bulk, to sell over there, giving you some of the proceeds. What do you say?
Aye. Next time you come into town, give me a couple of days. I might have some stuff for you to take home. Or to carry there, to put in your quote-unquote armory. But I'll have something for you. Come see me in a day or two.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business, and you won't regret it.
Bryce, I'm tossing the 2300 in my inventory. And just hang on to that for now so we can divvy it up later.
Yes.
Frickin' bards, man! Alright, on that, I'm going to move over to Alarik and Delilah.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
You are headed to the castle, correct?
The church.
The
yes.
church, yeah. I get to have fun now.
By the way, is this what it's like to feel like Taliesin Jaffe?
I guess, I don't know.
3 nat 20s in a row, bro. It's dumb.
Is your butt flap down?
I'm in boxers. Does that count?
And I'm basically Will.
Alarik! Can't wait for this one. As
Yeah,
you're
I'm,
approaching,
okay.
you go through the walls and then you go through the second wall. And this church is very noticeable just from the distance where you're at. You look
yeah.
up, and you notice that there's something wrong with the church.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You continue.
What am I noticing?
There is something wrapped around the main spire. Long wings, but looks very metallic. It's not doing anything. It's just there.
Okay.
Okay.
Not every day you see that. I would assume Delilah notices this as well.
You both notice this, yes.
Bird.
That's not a bird.
I'm sorry.
I love it. I just love that.
I know.
Bird!
I know. I had to.
just
I'm
read
going
it.
to continue approaching the church.
You continue to approach the church. The two people who typically guard the front of this church just let you right on in. This church outside is huge compared to everything else. It is almost castle-like, but it's more of a cathedral on the inside. It's big and open in the main room. And there's some stairs that go up. The inside has... It has marble flooring. You walk through, you can hear your feet click with each movement. At the front, there's just the main altar, which symbolizes Tyr, and where most people view the main priest when it's time to go to church or when they need to go there. And there are pews lined up along, all made of metal that looks gilded.
I'm I'm sorry. I'm heading to the head priest's office.
Alright, that is on the 3rd floor. You head on up the next stairs and you just pass through the acolyte's room, break room virtually, and eatery. And you head upstairs once more. And you will notice that typically that this door is open, but it is now shut.
I'll knock.
Aye, come in.
Here to turn in the bounty.
Before
Place
you
it on his desk.
Okay, before you pop in, you will notice that there is another person in this room. A man standing about 6 foot tall, with long black hair, with multiple stabs on his back. This man does look very familiar to you. His arms are crossed and
Hello,
he's leaning
there.
on the wall. Hi. Alarik, I didn't expect to see you so soon.
What brings you to our church?
I'm here to speak with... Crap, I forgot his name. Therian. I'm here to speak with Therian, your head cleric here. Some
I'm
stuff
sorry,
we
am I interrupting?
No, we were just done. We were just simply conversing at this point. What brings you here? Yes.
Turning in a bounty.
Ah, Alarik. A bounty. We have multiple. Put on...
The one for the fort and the bandits on the main road?
Oh, the one that's about south from here. Aye. I know of it. Little plateau that they built up, where they were extorting, and some people were going missing, and a lot of money was going through there, and travelers and merchants. It's the only route to the next town so we can trade. You handled that.
It's been taken care of.
It's been taken care of. Well, good. May I see your bounty?
I'm gonna hand him off the bounty sheet.
He's going to take the bounty, scroll over it. Aye, this is all in order. He rolls up on it. How did you do it?
With some companions of mine.
A couple companions of yours. Alistair's gonna
Yes.
peek up. Oh, was that what that fire was?
Precisely.
You couldn't have made that fire with just a simple torch. That was a whole building.
I believe the... yeah, boom. I believe the two gentlemen that were accompanying me called it dynamite.
Oh my, how did you get your hands on that?
My companion here dislocated a young man's shoulder.
I knew I liked you. And he points directly at Delilah. Everything seems to be in order here, except for a minor problem. You see, we just updated that list. Your reward has been added on to. As you can see, the area around it was simply land that wasn't being used right now. Give me 1 second.
I like to think every time somebody asks what happened over there, just Delilah's off in the background, like from Fifth Element. Big bada boom.
Sorry, the roommate came into the room again. There has been an addition to the reward. The land around it is to be rewarded to the people who take care of the bandits there. So, and he backs away from his desk, and you see him open up a door under his desk, and he pulls out a hefty bag and places it onto his desk. It's a medium-sized bag full of gold. And he also places a single scroll next to it.
Right. Take those.
Alright.
What is the addition exactly? I'm going to be holding the scroll in my hand.
The scroll states that you are now the owner of that little patch of land. It isn't nothing too crazy. It is virtually... What did we agree on, Bryan? Football field size or more?
It's pretty much that little plateau area where the old keep kind of watchtower was.
Yeah.
And that overhanging section of road. So realistically, like a football field or so in any given direction from the center point of where that was.
Alright.
So maybe like an acre, 2 acres tops.
So I was given a deed for a plot of land that's about an acre.
Yeah.
But it is technically kind of like open land around it because that's a travel way. So
Yeah. But it's about an acre of owned property.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
And about how much is in the bag?
2,000 gold is in the bag. On that deed, it also says they will help you clear up anything that may have been on that land previously, prior to you owning this land.
So services.
Yeah, so they are going to clean up all the ashes and the debris and stuff like that.
Okay. I will, do a little hand sign to the Church of Tyr and lead them to it.
Alright. Alarik, before you leave,
Yes.
Alistair's going to tilt his head a little bit and smile. Does that place... Obviously not, because I was already there, but that place doesn't have a building there anymore, does it?
Oh, no, Alistair, we probably could use your help.
You're right. I could help you.
Big boom.
I am headed back that way. Yes, big boom indeed. That was a great bonfire. Me and Tobias here. He kind of looks up at the ceiling slightly, and then he enjoyed watching it as we flew by miles away. I can easily construct you a building in easily a couple of days. All you have to do is get rid of the debris. Actually, not even a couple of days, hours.
Based on what the deed says, we have services to actually have the area clear.
Aye. And I'm assuming that they are sending them out now, and he looks over at the High Priest, and the High Priest just nods at him. So, in roughly about a day, maybe 2 days, that'll be cleared out. I can put a building there. And I'm assuming that the Temple of Tyr would totally love to bring some hirelings along the way for you and help manage the place while you guys aren't there.
Sounds fantastic.
Wonderful. In a couple of days, I'll make my way over there because it's only roughly a half a day's flight for me. So.
Pompous asshole.
He is.
And so it is.
You can ask Bryce. He is.
Anything you aid us with, Alistair, would be much appreciated.
He's not only a asshole, he's the asshole.
He was the asshole. But he nods at you and smiles, and of course, I'll help you. Just as more of a thank you for a light show. Therian will look up at you. At both of you. The only requirement is that there may be a shrine of Tyr placed there. Oh, I've already figured that out a while before you even said anything. Alright. Well, Alarik, is there any other business I can deal with you today?
That'd be it. Thank you.
Wonderful. And you two just step out of the office, and I'm assuming Theodor, Ivory, Delilah, and Alarik, you're all headed to the tavern now, correct?
Yes.
Actually, Ivory, would you do me a small favor?
What do you need?
Well, I assume, considering that I'm assuming it's kind of like later in the day at this point, we're probably not going to start traveling back yet?
Yeah.
Okay. If you would like, I have a very fun proposition. I'm going to go ahead and do that thing that I do, bard things.
Yes.
If you would take the cart back to the Ironhold, I'll make my way back there on foot, and potentially drum up a bit of business along the way.
That does sound promising.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So, if you could handle the cart alone, I'm going to quite literally walk through the streets, juggling, singing, and doing that which I do, and announcing that I will be playing at the Ironhold tonight.
Right, well, Yeah, allow me to maybe assist you.
Oh, my dear friend.
Before I go,
Sure, please make my job easier.
I'm going to cast. Where is it? Wait a minute. Level, enhance ability.
You're just using all of your level 2s today, aren't you?
We had a long break.
Don't forget, guys, we don't have that one temporary hit point anymore because it took us 3 days to get here.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I'm going to cast Eagle Splendor on you. You have advantage on charisma checks.
you know not the power you have granted me, sir!
Maybe this will help. And I just cast my spell.
Oh,
Is that a concentration spell?
It is.
Oh.
It lasts an hour though. So.
I was gonna say, because if it wasn't, you could totally cast guidance on top of that.
Oh no! If it wasn't, I would.
That would have been broken.
absolutely a wonderful gem of a man. Thank you kindly. And with that, I'm going to kind of tuck roll off the cart, specifically to try and go ahead and get people to already start looking at me. And I'm giving myself bardic inspiration, and I am doing my thing. Oh god. Performance, I assume?
Performance. Advantage. Bardic inspiration.
Okay, well, first things first, the bardic inspiration was a 6.
Jesus Christ.
My first roll was a 10, and my second was a 19. So 19 plus 6, 25, plus 6, 31.
You're welcome.
Do you have the cantrip thaumaturgy?
Being a fucking bard!
Do you have the cantrip thaumaturgy?
With advantage.
I don't, I have prestidigitation.
Dang, if you had thaumaturgy, I would have been like... You managed to bring a whole circus to the town. But
I can get very loud.
Okay.
I would like to cast, if I'm still in the area when he speaks, I want to cast Thaumaturgy.
I will be using my longhorn to make a lot of noise.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's good.
This is great. First of all, you all have to stretch.
And if he's hitting me with thaumaturgy, it's probably going to be heard throughout the entirety of the fucking town.
Yes.
I think I am
I didn't know this
lagging out.
game.
Are we good?
When did Ricker get?
Okay.
Good.
Alright. So, through this town, I'm just going to add a little bit of flavor to this, to myself. You kind of just walked by, and you go into your back pocket, and you pull out a bunch of confetti. And just started throwing it throughout the streets.
No, rings of pyrotechnics.
There you go. And it just shoots out fireworks, multiple different colors, causing small puffs of smoke, and when you focus on it, it shoots out another one that's much bigger and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're juggling. You're also, what are you juggling?
I have juggler's balls.
Okay.
I have 11 of them. I am currently only using 3 to 6,
Okay.
depending on,
You're using all 6, and it's glorious. The market district is staring at you in awe as you are just shooting out fireworks and juggling these balls and just shouting out, "Meet me at the Iron Hole Tavern. I will be playing wonderful music there." And you manage to create virtually a line behind you as people follow you, and they're just kind of cheering on you and just watching you as you walk towards this tavern.
Yep, and once I actually have a crowd, I'm switching from the longhorn to my instrument of illusions, the lute that I have.
Okay.
So now I have all sorts of crazy illusory shit in a 15-foot radius around me happening while this is going on.
I have the perfect idea. You have 2 elephants in circus gear and wearing hats.
Oh, I love it.
And just
I love it.
You have you ever seen Aladdin? Prince Ali Happy as Ali Ababa. When he came in, it's like that.
Oh no, what have I done?
People have shut down shops for you, closed up stalls. People are taking their children to this tavern now. This is going to be a packed night for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I'm walking right into Eldric with this.
Yeah. Well, I'm going
This is gonna
to
be
stop you
incredible.
all here and move on to Eldric because he was headed there first. Eldric, you managed to go through both walls, passing the marketplace district where
Alright.
multiple people were trying to sell you stuff, and a couple of people were trying to enlist you to the Temple of Tyr. You pass by them with a simple glance and just wave your hand. Not interested. You have a determined goal, and you make your way straight to that decommissioned warship, and step right on in. What are you doing?
I'm guessing the usual barkeep is there.
Kira is sitting there, beautiful as she is, wiping down this bar and cleaning some mugs and dishes. It is quiet in there for you right now. There is nobody in here except maybe the town drunk. Actually, yes, he is.
Yes.
Jesus, he is at the bar.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go right up to the bar and just be like, I'm back.
Well, dang.
So, I got a couple of things for you. He's gonna pull out the bounties.
She's going to hold them up. John and Jericho. Okay, and?
They're both dead.
Do you have any proof?
Oh. You have some of the cards, so when that gets here, be taking the payment.
Okay.
And secondly, I'd like the money from the bet that you made against me.
That's fine enough. That's what I was planning on doing. And she's going to look at you and place the 500 gold in front of you. Do me a favor. Roll me a persuasion check.
A 13.
Right. Well, can't wait to see what's on that card. As proof.
Hey.
She'll
Other than that,
She'll place the paper.
take
Now,
a couple of alcohol.
you want a cup of alcohol. What would you like to have?
Just take some regular ale.
Ale?
I heard there's supposed to be quite a commotion already coming this way.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
For her, I'll use this die. Because I have to do a thing real quick. Oh my. Okay. So she places this ale in front of you. And it is the most golden looking ale. It looks like you're drinking pure gold. It is golden looking ale. It looks absolutely delicious, and it just shimmers greatly off the fire that's sitting next to your, that's sitting in the fireplace. That's next to the
And one
bar.
more thing, I just need a bowl of water.
Easy enough. And she places the bowl of water before you, and I'm assuming the cat's just going to thump and start drinking that water.
Yep.
Alright. And at this point, Theo, it is your turn. You are now walking into this bar with an absolute magnificent line of people. No, wait, Ivory's before you, isn't he?
Prince Ali, glorious he.
And I imagine that Ivory, out of kindness, will go ahead and allow the bartender to know that this is about to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna burst in. Bartender, you're about to have a lot of business.
So a typical Wednesday. Got it.
No, you don't understand. I have a bard friend. He's probably bringing like half the town.
By now, she could probably hear the horn.
She's like, so a tit, and just sitting there. Oh dear.
Yes, you might want to get all hands on deck. In fact, I would like to help.
You're going to notice her. She's going to look at you, and then she's going to flick her earring, and she's going to whisper something that you can't hear.
Can I try and with perception?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
She's going to roll stealth.
I would like to certainly try. That is a 21.
You failed.
Okay, that's fair. I tried.
She whispers something into her ear, and next thing you know, at this point, Theo, you have walked in. You are now using your lute of illusions and juggling away, if you're still juggling, because somehow you managed to do that with one hand and play the lute with the other. And
I'm kind of like alternating back
and
forth.
you pack out this place constantly, more and more and more. And this place is full. Alarik and Delilah, you managed to pass this marching line on the way to the tavern.
I'll see you there.
Fabulous.
Oh, I'm gonna toss 4 bags of gold to Alarik as they're passing me.
Okay.
Each one has 460 gold. Divvy it up amongst the party is what I'm letting you guys know. That's for the 2,300. We divided by 5 comes out to 460 each.
On top of another 2,000 gold.
Yeah, that's without even touching anything from Alarik, because I'm not even aware of that.
Yeah.
So how much?
Or the money that I have.
460 gold per person in the party.
Alright. Kira's just looking at you like you are a madman. She's kind of twitching.
Thank you!
Twitching as, like, next thing you see is just a line of people run through the back, like, swinging doors.
Mhm.
And it's like 4 or 5 people, all wearing a similar looking earring. And they are now all just going throughout the building, starting to take orders, do what they need to do. A couple of them went to the back to start cooking. Ivory, you said you wanted to help?
Yes, I'm helping her with, like, however I can with the crowd.
You're going to help by... You're virtually a host at this point. You are seating people. Getting people in places where they can be. And... Lord have mercy.
I'm using my investigation and organization skills to fit as many people as I can.
Right. She's going to make a lot of money tonight. You don't understand. That alcohol you drink is the most delicious golden ale you've ever had in your life. It's made perfectly. It is set with the perfect wheat, the right hops. Everything was put into this. And you can almost tell that it's just been fashioned out of love.
Thank you for that. That actually tasted wonderful.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
She's going to pour you another one,
I'm gonna
but like...
hand out.
Actually, you could just pass this to one of the other members. I actually need to do some heading out.
You need to head out?
Yes.
Whatever, good luck getting out of that door. As people are just crammed into this building.
At this point, Eldric is going to actually walk up to Alarik. He's just going to ask him if the temple is still open.
The temple's always open. I'm gonna hand him his bag of gold that he earned.
Which is...
460.
I gotta do fucking math.
I'm also going to hand Delilah that.
On your sheet,
gold
just
for
click where it has your
460.
currency. It'll pop up on the right. Go to gold, 460, add.
I assume the last bag is Ivory.
Yeah, it's 1 each.
You gave me 4.
I gave you 4. I'm the 5th person. 1 for you, 1 for Ivory, 1 for Eldric, and 1 for Delilah.
I will also hand Ivory his bag of gold.
Right, thank you. Still, like, kind of busy with stuff. I like, take it and just kind of...
And
How much is it?
460.
460.
Delilah will offer her help in cooking in the kitchen and stuff.
I'm gonna start, like, taking people's orders, both inside and outside, using my, like, journal and, like, taking notes of what they want.
Alright. You manage... Wait, you're taking notes and just taking orders?
Yeah, I'm taking, like, their orders in one of my notebooks, essentially.
Okay. How are you getting these these orders out back? Are you just reading them off, or are you ripping the page off and passing it on?
I'm ripping the page off and, like, handing it to her to go get more notes, to go get more orders.
Okay. She's going to take all the food orders, run them back, and then she's like multiple people are preparing drinks, and you're noticing like every 30, 40 seconds or so, it's just more and more people are going through. Like, there is no stop because of what Theo did.
Yes. Keep
I just
helping.
hope you make a good performance.
I am basically being a good waiter at this point. Well,
Eldric is trying to leave the building.
good luck.
I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom, guys.
I just want to let you know you ain't leaving.
No, yeah. Eldric, you managed to make your way outside.
Damn it.
It is a rough move through, but like you managed to get people out of your way. The cat is bamfed out and just waiting for you outside.
Yeah, I figured she was just like, outside in like the little clearing
Okay, yeah.
for the door.
You are free to go to the temple or wherever you wish to. Theo, are you preparing to play? Theo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my mic went wonky for a minute.
That's
I
fine.
said, "Oh, I never stopped."
Oh, you never stopped.
Yeah, I never stopped.
This is purely
so
for flavor.
I would have played my way right up onto whatever stage or the closest thing they have to it is.
Yeah. I would
Um,
I would like you to roll me another performance check. This is pure flavor. Nothing bad will happen if you roll low.
Is it still within the 1 hour time span of enhanceability?
Yes.
I'm giving myself another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Not that I fucking. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Whoop, whoop. That, right off the
You
table.
might need it.
Okay.
You might need it.
No. I assure you, I do not.
Oh my god.
I assure you, I do not. I rolled 19 plus 5 plus 6. So last I checked, that's a 30.
Okay, so you see how crammed this building is now?
Uh huh.
Kier's going to give you a long stare. It's not an evil stare, but it's one like, I haven't had this many people in a long, long time. And she moves along the line, and she hits a button that's on the wall.
Mhm.
And you start hearing clicking under the floors, and just moving of things. As the curve of the hull, the ship,
Mhm.
curves down and then flat as the entire side of the ship opens up,
Oh shit.
revealing an outside area and a stage to the entirety of the town, which has now almost fully piled up beside this tavern to see you.
Achievement unlocked. Riker's boat.
Riker's boat.
Yes. And just like that, I hope calls this.
I am so happy. Thank you, Bryce.
God.
The party goes on.
The party goes on.
She'd be a rager for like 4 hours.
Oh, it is.
And please tell me the music you're playing is just Prince Ali.
No, I'm playing the Cantina music from Star Wars.
Oh my god! I wish. I have Skyrim Tavern music right now, and that's just not doing it for what I want to explain. But I can't play anything else. I'm sorry.
I am okay with
It
this.
was almost bad.
Oh, that's
But-
great.
You're playing for the entirety of the town. Most of these faces you don't see. You don't recognize. There's a couple out there that you've noticed. The dwarf that sold you stuff is watching you, and he's just waving his hand to like along to the music and dancing around and drinking.
I'm giving him a shout out during the performance.
Since
He-
probably
So you notice that he's with a group of dwarves, right? So when you're doing the performance and you shout him out, you just notice all the dwarves go, yeah! And just, they're partying. There's so many people just bouncing around and having so much fun.
being the waiter and being like growing up in this town, I probably know a lot of people here. I'd be like welcoming them and greeting them,
Yeah.
taking their names, being like, "Welcome."
Don't make me name every single one of them. Please don't.
I would like all of their names. No. I would like a list of important people of the city, but that can happen later.
Okay. A few moments go by, Theo, and this is my last little flavor thing for you. As you notice a man with multiple staves step up on the stage for you and smile at you. You want to make this a little bit, just a little bit, bangier.
You're joking, right? Of course.
Great. Give me a moment. He's gonna step around outside. You're not gonna notice what he's doing, but you do notice flying over is a dragon, and under it you just see multiple colored lights flying through the sky. And each, before like halfway they get to the ground, they pop, and it's just larger pyrotechnics as it shoots out fire from its mouth, and it's flying around the town, causing multiple fireworks. And in these fireworks, it is a perfect depiction of your face. I love it. Eldric, you are still fighting through crowds that are still outside trying to get to this temple. But you managed to fight through them all, and you are now on your way towards the temple. You pop on into the temple, you see the same thing, the large monastery-like inside, with the large stained glass and the altar to Tyr. There is currently no one in here, assuming they're all over there. And what would you like to do, sir?
No. I was gonna look at it. He pulls out his paper. Well, I was gonna sell this, but looks like it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
What paper?
The last of the, 20s.
The 2,000 gold. The 2,000 gold bounty that Alarik already turned in.
No, you said I had 3 of them. 2 are the...
Two of them?
The third one was the one that he turned in.
The third one was what
okay.
Alarik turned in.
Copy.
I thought you had known that.
No, I did not. So
yes, the third one was the
Roll it back. You didn't have to fight through it.
Yeah, you didn't have to fight through it if you don't want to. You're still partying there and having a good time. Delilah, Ivory, I need you both to roll me checks. Delilah, I need you to roll me 2 cooking checks, both with advantage. Wisdom and proficiency. Ivory.
Yes.
Intelligence checks. Both with advantage.
22 for the first one.
8 for the first one.
Okay.
And a 25, a nat 20 on the second.
And
Great.
9 for the next one.
So, you went into the back and you noticed that all the food is just like placed out, like all the uncooked meats, and it's a huge assortment. And you just look at it and you're like, I got this. And you just go to town working on it. And you cook and you make the most beautiful feast that could possibly happen, and you just roll it out. Like out of this, you have a cart, and there's like multiple people with carts just rolling this food out. For the 23, you all get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh shit.
And for the nat 20, I need to Google something. Give me 20 seconds.
So mine is garbage. An 8 and a 9.
What are you looking for? I might get you.
I've already got it.
Why are my rolls garbage?
By the way, hashtag Bard Life.
Yeah, hashtag Bard Life. You will also, for the nat 20, for the next 24 hours, you all are under the effects of Hero's Feast.
Ooh.
That adds an
a
additional
big deal.
adds an additional 2d10 to your maximum hit points, and it's for the next 24 hours. I'm going to say it is currently, at this point, I'm gonna say it's a little later in the day because it took you guys some time to get together. It is currently 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So once it hits 6 o'clock tomorrow, you all lose out on the benefits of Hero's Feast.
Are you stacking the temporary with the 10?
That is onto your
'Cause
maximum
that's-
hit points. That's 2d10 onto your maximum hit points.
So
Not-
we got 12 because that's what she rolled.
Yeah.
Cool. So we have 12 temporary hit points. Nice.
No.
12
Yeah,
added
10
to your hit points for the day.
12 more max.
Yes, they're temporary.
They're still
They're-
temporary, so yes, just
Yeah.
stack
You
those.
get
Well,
22.
22.
Even though by the end of the night, 10 goes away.
Yeah.
This night is full of revelry. You guys are celebrating your feats. In the sky, the dragon in fireworks is explaining in the best that Alistair knows how you guys handled this building, which is virtually... You guys blew it the heck up, so like once that building
I
shows
will
up...
assist by using Skywrite.
Okay. You assist
and
by
then-
using Skywrite.
In the fireworks, it just like show like the paladin swooping down.
That's
Pretty
from
sure.
Delilah. Ivory.
My rolls are garbage.
I know, but you still benefit from something.
True.
Just not as much. In tips, you managed to make freaking hell 79 pieces of additional gold into your inventory in tips from taking orders and serving drinks. Alarik, is there anything you would like to do to help, or are you just enjoying yourself?
I will make it clear that I do take requests. For a modest sum.
I'm just sitting there, taking a drink, chilling.
Alright.
Enjoy the party.
Eldric, is there anything you would like to do? Dance around, drink, flirt with some people? There's a bunch of people here, you can do whatever the heck you want.
I like how you brought that up. It's besides the point. No, I think I'm just going to have the cat one point on stage dancing.
Okay. That adds more to the flair.
Theo.
I will play to it, yes. I will absolutely play to that.
Then
So,
Eldric's just having a good time.
you guys party through the night. All night long, you party through the night. Sooner or later, you guys she ends up calling last call, and you close up and close the walls, and it's been a wonderful night. Theo, you have been showered in literal gold, like gold pieces.
Oh my.
Do me a favor. Roll me
You
10 D100.
Do you 10 D100s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a dice roller app for this.
That's a lot of D100s. That's
Whew.
Yo, I want to roll that much just to see what I would get.
a potential total of 1,000 gold.
590.
You have managed to mass an additional 590 gold into your pocket. Kier, gonna use a Alarik sheet for this because it's the one that's open. In services, made an additional 11,240 gold, and passes off another 1,000 to you as a thank you.
To me?
Yes.
You just got 2,000 something. Someone put a cap in this man.
Unlimited power!
Put this motherfucker down.
Okay, here's your unlimited power and here's your power cap. Now you have to stretch.
I hope you're going to share. I mean, come on.
But you all party through the night.
You got your tips.
Yeah, you did get some good tips. Eldric and Alarik, you guys chowed down. You guys are just partying. If there's anything you guys would like to do, talk with people, flirt with people, please let me know before I decide to move on.
Throughout the night while all of this is happening. Okay, I will obviously be taking breaks because I'm not going to destroy my voice.
Of course not.
Okay.
We don't want you to sound
During-
like this.
During these breaks, I would like to be mingling with anybody who appears to be of higher statuses. Artisans, merchants, nobles.
Okay.
Okay. And I am making mental note of those people. And specifically, I am looking for anybody who, and I'll be asking people this as I'm doing this, I will be looking for somebody who can commission a tapestry.
Okay. Roll me. I need a couple of rolls on this. I
Okay.
need a. I would like you to roll an investigation check at advantage.
Okay. Okay.
And
Bardic
then I will.
Inspiration?
You can. Is that your last bardic inspiration?
I have 2 more.
Okay. You can also. You can also roll me a charisma or a. What is the check I'm looking for? Persuasion.
Okay. You said investigation advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
If I may, when he takes a break, I'd like to go to him and recast his charisma thing.
How many level 2 spell slots do you have? 4?
We have 3.
I have. Hold on.
Should have 3.
Because I
Hey,
think you've
told-
used it 3 times.
This
No,
is my
use it
second
twice
one.
today.
He's used it
Yeah.
twice?
He has one.
Remember
You
we
used it
long
one on
rested.
Alarik. Oh yeah, you have long rested. I apologize.
Oh, no.
This is my second one.
I'm sorry. I've been in the middle of explaining a freaking party bash of you guys blowing up a building.
Okay, for the investigation,
Mhm.
18 plus 4 plus 2, so 24.
24.
Nice.
You managed to just zip your way through the crowd and talk with anyone, and you kind of just like.
I'll be mingling with commoners and everything too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay, you'll be mingling with
But-
all of them. Because
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everyone's
but-
like holding up papers and asking for autographs and stuff like that.
I will gladly give them.
Great. You're going to give out autographs and all that other fun stuff, and like every
Very
time
stylized, just Theo. Not my full name, just Theo.
Theo, and I just like to have to think like the T is kind of curved at the end, and then like the O was just like trailed on a little bit. You managed to mingle your way with a lot of nobles and a lot of shop owners and stuff like that. You have managed to not get many discounts or anything like that, but you managed to put smiles on many people, and a lot of them are like, come to my shop at any time. Anytime at all. For your persuasion check, you do manage to find someone who can create this tapestry. And what was your persuasion?
Oh, I didn't even roll the persuasion yet.
No, go ahead and do that.
Okay, so yet again, bardic inspiration, and I have advantage, correct? Because you recast the thingy.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Cool, thank you. So, oh my god.
And I would recast it if you plan on taking another.
Oh my god, I
break.
rolled 2 17s. Cool. 17 plus 4, 21 plus 28.
You notice a girl, like, and you just kind of, you didn't even realize her for a moment, but like you looked at her hands and you just noticed, like, this is a woman who has worked on tapestries, clothes, everything like that of sorts. And you go and ask her about this tapestry and everything that you want made. Her eyes go wide, and like she asks for an autograph, holds it up,
Absolutely.
give her the autograph. Then she turns around, takes
And
the pin
I'll
out of
draw
your
this
hand.
one with a little bit of a heart on it.
Then she takes this, pulls the pin out of your hand, pulls out another piece of paper, and she gives you her address, her personal address, along with her business address. And on the personal address has a little heart next to it.
Oh.
Hands it back to you.
What I will DM you on Discord what I want her to make.
Understood? She's already gone. She's left to go ahead and get to work.
I will send that to you now.
And you know this is a man.
You
I'm
see
sorry.
her hands and you know
This is a man.
That was great.
For the rest of you, you party on. You guys have a great time. Eldric, some people have taken notice to you and your little cat. And they also have given you a couple of addresses to visit them later tonight. Same with you, Alarik, because they like a big man in strong armor. Delilah, people are flirting with you just because of your food.
Alan, I hate to ask this.
What would you like to
Any
do?
particulars?
I'll talk to you about that later.
The particulars are they're all men.
They're all men. No.
No, he knows what I mean.
I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
Now, while seating people and like greeting them, I would be offering my services as an investigator to whoever needs it.
Okay.
You know, just casually.
Some people are kind of nodding at you and be like, they're just going, I'll let you know if I have any help or anything that I need done. You guys are managing to grease many palms, dang.
Yes,
But,
we
uh,
will run
Becoming
the
a
city.
slippery slope.
At the end of the night, she closes up shop. All of you, she has given you all rooms for free of charge.
I'm so sorry to do it to you, DM, but I had to.
Delilah doesn't actually care, but me as a player, I care. How much money did she make from helping out in the kitchen?
You managed to make. Let me make another. Make me another roll. Hold on. Still using a Alarik sheet for this. 208 gold.
I wouldn't even ask her to like pay me as I offered my services.
You
So
managed.
if she,
You got tipped.
You
Yeah, I
did
got
get tipped. Give me a second.
no, if she comes to me
Give me a
with
moment.
money, I will take it.
You managed to make another 172 golden tips.
This is all in tips.
Yeah.
Okay, so she hasn't paid me herself. I
She-
wouldn't ask.
She has not paid you, but she
I would-
closes up shop. She closes up shop at around 2 a.m. ish, and you all get rooms free of charge, thanks to the Iron Hole Tavern, mainly because you made her a ton of money.
All I request is a good bottle of wine. That's all I want.
That is fine.
What about bacon?
In the morning, it's late. I gotta sleep.
In the morning.
Yeah.
You all benefit from a long rest. Once again, good night's sleep. Some of you may be hungover if you guys decided to drink a little bit longer than the others and party on. I will say, when you all wake up, there are still people littered inside the tavern, just asleep on the floor, and people outside asleep on the ground.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I would
Ready for
not.
part two.
I would not have slept at the tavern.
Really? Or would you-
Neither would I.
I would have gone to see our the person that I spoke with, the tapestry maker.
Oh.
I would have been at the church.
Alright, you're going to the church instead of having a room, okay. You sleep at the church, Eldric.
And oh, just gonna put it out there. Going with whoever seems interesting.
You pick a wonderful, you pick a wonderful lady with fiery red hair, and she takes you back to her house, and I'm not gonna go any further with this.
Don't need a Mountain Dew.
Check. Make them roll performance.
No, I'm good. You guys can have this one.
No, don't worry. He doesn't have to roll performance. He's a ranger. His aim is true.
Ooh.
I love all of you.
Just not the eyes, guys.
I'm not gonna bother rolling because I know I don't suffer from performance anxiety.
Especially when I have that spellcast on you.
What? I'm a bard.
I would have ran out by now, to be honest.
It
Delilah,
doesn't matter. I'm good enough without it.
Yeah,
are you planning on sleeping at the tavern?
she would have been at the tavern. 'Cause she would have worked until, the head honcho would have been like, okay, you need to go. Who the fuck to sleep? Go on.
Go to bed. You see like a bouncer man, like when you try to go back into the kitchen, he just looks down at you. Bed.
How tall is this man?
Taller than you.
Oh, because I'm 6'2", so...
Taller than you. He just looks at you. Bed.
She, like, gives the squinty eyes and, like,
Bed.
slowly walks towards the room.
Okay.
Yeah, the room that I would have been given, I would have given to the party. They
Okay.
can have it. They can have fun with that.
You all were given rooms.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just half of us didn't use it.
Yeah. None of you. Oh, I don't know. Ivory, did you
only
use it?
I did, but before I go to my room, I would like to talk with the bartender a bit.
Kier is leaning on the bar, just kind of cleaning up after the fiasco.
Well, that was interesting.
Aye,
I had
very
a lot of
interesting. Your Theo friend, he's very interesting as well. Makes me a lot of cold. Do you think he wants to settle down in a town? Maybe work here for free.
Oh no.
Honest? Probably not. That's just the vibe I get from him, though. He might spend a night or two with you, if you ask nicely.
I don't need that. I need someone who can keep generating people like that. Jesus Christ.
Who's
Yes,
that?
he is good at keeping a crowd.
Wonderful. Is there anything you need left over? I mean, I might have a little bit of ale left, but they drain all of those barrels dry. I might have some in the back.
After that night, I could use a drink.
She'll she will hop off the bar real quick, and she'll run into the back real quick and come back with a few mugs of ale for you. This is all I have left on the house from me.
Thank you very much. I take one and offer her the other one.
She takes it and she drinks it back.
I want a toast, a little clink.
Okay. She does that after she's drinking about half of it.
Right.
And she drinks it back.
Yeah.
This is the tastiest ale you've ever had.
Oh, this is divine. Almost as good as the steak.
Well, I try. She drinks it back, and then she kind of just splits the last one between your two cups and drinks that one back. Oh Lord, I don't think I can do another night like that in a couple of days, so please don't tell him to come. Please tell him not to come back.
I can tell him, but I can't control him.
Alright.
I do have a proposition for you, though, if you would like to hear.
What's that?
Now, do you make your ale, or do you get it imported here?
I make some of it, and I import it. All that they used was both.
Well, how would you like, to expand your business?
What do you mean?
You see, I plan on seeing if a specific plot of land is available and building something there. I was wondering if you would like to open a sort of on-the-road tavern, a sort of rest stop, if you will, there, and you would get a bit of the proceeds.
Wouldn't
You
be
know,
a
we
bad
buy
idea.
you
I could
buy some.
I could
you
send
supply some
Joffrey over
alcohol
there to
for it.
run it.
That would work. Send some alcohol, and we split the proceeds.
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage.
And guidance.
I'll give it
My
to you.
persuasion
I'm
Base.
sorry.
Yes, Ghost?
So that's
Nope, my brain froze. Never mind.
Okay.
22.
22. You know, I typically don't take deals like this, but you folks seem to be intent on getting something done here. I mean, just look at the sky earlier. I didn't know that you guys took on those bandits. I owe that Eldric man about 450 gold. And she goes under there and places the bags before you. Can you make sure he gets these?
Sure. How many bags?
It is 2 bags, one with 250 gold and one with 200 gold.
Right, so 450 total.
Anyways, I'm about to close up and go to bed myself. You're welcome to a room here. Door's unlocked. Just feel free to lock it when you're in there.
Just think about the business proposal I suggested. I'll speak with Theo later about it. I do hope you agree. It could be quite a good opportunity for both.
I think it'll be a good business venture. We'll see. On that, I'm closing the night here. You all benefit from another long rest, once again. You all wake up fairly refreshed, Theo. You wake up maybe missing a little bit less sleep than a long rest would have enticed, but You had a wonderful night. I'm still gonna give it to you. Same with you, Eldric. You all suffer. Alarik, when you wake up and you go out your door, you will notice that there's a note taped to your door.
What does the note say? Or I'd like to read it.
This is a note written in beautiful handwriting by Alistair, stating that that he's already headed towards the land. He remembers exactly where it's at, and that he's going to go ahead and get to work, and he shall see you soon. He's going to go help with the debris cleanup and all that other fun stuff. You all awaken to a wonderful morning. The sun is just rising. It is a beautiful red sky, something that is fairly rare in this area, but just seems right. What are you all doing?
Well, considering I just woke up at this woman's house, I am just going to tell her I'm off, and it was a pleasant night.
She will lean
And then
up,
head to the tavern.
wave at you, blow you a kiss goodbye. Come by anytime.
I'm sure I'll be back.
I will be speaking with the tapestry maker to get a general idea on an ETA for that. And then I will be making my way out.
Okay, she's gonna say it's gonna take roughly a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending, because of the complexity of what's going on. And then she will smile at you, do the same thing that Alarik has gotten, wave at you, blow you a kiss, and tell you to come back anytime.
Of course. I look forward to seeing you again. And then I'll head out and go back to the Iron Hope.
Alright.
I would like to look for Lark.
In the night? Okay. In the night, you passed Alarik on the way, and he was on the way out, and he just told you that he was going to the temple. I don't believe... have you left the temple and is headed to the tavern, or are you staying at the temple for breakfast?
I'm sorry, you guys have got me confused again. He's looking for Eldric.
He's looking for Alarik.
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
Any particular reason?
You don't know.
Yeah, I would actually want to, like, talk to him before, like, we went to bed and all that. If at all possible.
Since it's the next day, I'm gonna say no.
That's fair.
But, he would have told you that he has a room at the temple and he went to stay there.
I'd be going to try and talk with him.
Alright. Lark, are you headed towards the tavern, or are you staying at the temple for breakfast?
I was actually trying to go find a jeweler to see if I can buy myself a small diamond.
That's absolutely fine. This is gonna be confusing. Ivory, you go to the temple. Lark's nowhere to be seen. Or I can say that you guys cross paths on him walking out and you walking in. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Ivory, you run into Alarik as he
Just the man I was
steps
looking
right out the door.
Yes, Ivory.
Yes, just the man I was looking for. How did the contract thing go?
It went.
Ah, great. How much was it?
2,000 gold.
Ah, that's good. Would you like to help me see if we can purchase the land for that area?
You must have some sort of clairvoyancy.
What do you mean? I was just going to look to see if we can purchase some land, and having a man of tier with me would probably help lower the price.
You've been oddly talking about land a lot. I'm gonna hand him the scroll.
What is this? Oh, that solves a lot of problems. I was prepared to spend a lot of money. But how? Why? Ah, I see. You must have gotten it as a reward for doing this. At least I can assume as much.
It was handed off with bounty.
Ah, that explains a lot. Now I just need to find someone to build it. Do you know any good... Actually...
Alistair's already on it.
He's not still in town, is he?
No, like I said, he's already on it.
Yeah.
Probably by the time we get there, lodging and everything will be handled.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Considering we did kind of get it started. So
Yeah,
we did
right.
clear out most of the area for that, where that like underground section was.
Well, now I don't really know what to discuss with you. That's basically all I was going to ask. Right, there was one other thing.
I'll reach out for the scroll.
I hand it to him.
Alright.
If there's anything else you need, I'll be heading towards a jeweler in town. You wouldn't have no one, would you?
Do, Talon? Would I?
Do you
I'd
know a
probably know
jeweler?
a lot of- I probably would know a lot of like business
You
owners
do.
and stuff like that through my investigations.
Roll me an intelligence check or a history check. History.
All right. Guidance.
That works.
There's a 14.
Alright. You know one that's midway through the town, by a elven chick named Elaine.
Sure, I know just the person. Elaine, not too far from here.
I'm assuming you just give him the directions.
I can either just give you directions or I can take you there myself. I'll leave this.
Whatever works.
All right. I have nothing to do today. I was, yeah, my man. I was going to have a busy day today, buying a lot and carpenter. I don't have to do anything now.
Lead the way, Ivory.
All right, and I lead the way.
You take him through the middle wall that protects the housing district, and you go a little east-ish. And
English? No.
yeah, English.
I'm sorry. English?
English. And he takes you to this medium build place. It's a 1-story place that just says Elaine's Jeweler. And the sign says open, and the door is open. There at the counter leans a woman with her hair kind of a mess and looks extremely hungover.
Elaine,
Hello.
I bring a customer.
I'm sorry. And
Here,
Who
let
are
me
you?
get that for you, and I go and cast Lesser Restoration.
well, I feel much better now. What
Hey,
can I do for you?
Looking for a diamond for purchasing.
Oh, you're looking for a diamond. Well, I have a couple in stock. What are you kind of looking for?
About the size of this. He's gonna show her his ring.
Okay. All right.
It's not large. I'm talking something small.
Okay, so you're looking for like maybe a 1, 2, 3 carat diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have one that's cut to size. I might have to cut it down to size a little bit, but
As raw as I can get it.
oh, you want it raw? Well, I'll see what I can do. And she steps back and just give me a moment. And she comes back and she comes back with 2 stones. I'm sorry, but I really don't have much small raw material. And she places a decent medium-sized one that looks worth closer to 600-700 gold, and then another one that's 1,500 gold. I can cut this one down a little bit, maybe, and help you out. It'll cost a little more, if that's okay with you. And the price for it would be roughly 200 gold.
For the jewel?
Yes. And for her expertise.
Yeah. So what am I looking at total?
She's going to cut a piece of this diamond off, and you're just looking at 200 gold.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll take that, yeah.
She's going to cut it off. She's going to leave the rest raw for you and pass it off to you and take the 200 gold. Please mark off 200 gold off your inventory.
Awesome, awesome.
What else are you two doing?
We'll probably be heading back towards the Iron Hall.
The Iron Hall, okay. Theo, Eldric, you guys walk into the tavern, and you stop in, and there's still people laying on the floor, kind of just drunk out of their mind. One is still so drunk they're still partying.
You will be like this sometimes.
And you will hear a noise as you walk in, and one of the room doors that's just kind of like off to the side over there, you hear just swing open as 3 large men pile out of the room looking really beat up, and Delilah walking not too far behind them without a scratch on her.
Looks like somebody had a good night.
She just nods and heads towards the kitchen to get to work.
You making breakfast?
Yeah.
Roll me a cooking check. Roll me a wisdom check with your proficiency modifier. Disadvantage.
Death. No snap.
6, 7, 8. I got an 8.
Delilah smash.
Okay. It's not your best work, but it's breakfast. The bacon turned out great though.
The bacon you can never fuck up.
Yeah.
The eggs though, they're a little gummy.
They're a little gummy. They're a little chewy. Beyond well done.
She was thinking of the night before.
Alarik and Ivory, you won't be too far behind them.
I would actually, kind of split off from him.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
I have a bit of a business I need to attend to first. I'd like to find the person who helped me train a bit.
You can certainly try.
I would like to try.
Okay.
I remember the place where I first saw them.
Yes, you do.
That's where I'd start.
Okay. You can go there. The same gruff old bartender's there. He's actually really annoyed right now, just kind of his arms crossed staring at you. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for the person I asked you about last time. I'm here to offer the rest of my payment.
I'm sorry. She no longer is here. She left town a couple days ago.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Do let me know if she comes back, and
I will. You can leave it here. She usually tends to frequent this place every couple of weeks, if you like.
I'd rather give it to her personally. There's also some things I would like to discuss with her. This gives me a reason.
That's absolutely fine. He'll wave you off.
And,
Yes.
I'd like to buy some of your finest drinks as well.
Alright. It's a little early. But
Well,
okay.
it's not for right now. I'm saving it for later. Just stockpiling up.
The finest drinks I have are these 2 bottles here. And he points at them. That one's 25-year-old aged whiskey, and that one's 25-year-old scotch. Both 50 gold apiece.
Do you sell food? Like, not like cooked food, but like raw ingredients?
No, I'm sorry. You'll have to go to a butcher
Oh.
for that one.
That's fair. Well, I'll take the both of them, and I slide him 100.
Alright, he takes the 100 gold. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna go to a butcher and maybe some like gardeners and stuff. Get some.
Alright, I'm
Some
gonna
food.
streamline you on this one. The
Yeah.
butcher will sell you...
You can go ahead and do them first if you want.
Yeah.
And come back to
I
me.
mean, you're just getting basic things, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can. I would be also looking for other stuff, so we can RP that
Okay,
after game.
probably after game. Theo, Delilah, Alarik, Eldric, you were all in the tavern. Delilah has served you all breakfast.
Thank you, dear.
Thanks again for breakfast.
Appreciated.
The eggs are a little overdone, and the bacon is divine, but it's bacon. It's always divine.
Bacon blessed by dear. No.
Also, for context, I plan to be gone for a few hours.
That is absolutely fine. Is there anything else
And
you guys
is
would
the-
like to do?
Our keep there.
Kier is not. There's
Theo.
another man there.
Ah. It.
Yes, Lark?
Are there any tools you happen to be particularly skilled in?
I am proficient with a few instruments. Fairly good at bar games over the years. Comes with the trade. And, I'm decent at picking locks and have the tools available for them.
Ah, it's a useful skill.
Ah, isn't it? Why do you ask?
Well, I'm just looking to see if I could learn a few things.
Oh, what are you trying to learn? I do also know a few languages. I can teach you some of those.
I will keep that in mind. I speak a few languages myself.
Wonderful.
Of course.
As do common, of course.
I have two of those. I speak Common and Elvish as well.
Useful. Well, if you're ever interested in learning Draconic or Dwarvish, I can definitely help you with that.
Maybe
Go ahead.
maybe learn the Draconic at some point. That might be useful.
Yeah.
I might need someone to teach us to speak Orc.
Well, I was considering asking if Delilah would be kind enough to teach me to speak Orcish. I would see potentially if, in return, I can help her with her common. If she's interested, of course. Yeah. And I'm assuming Delilah's there still, or no? Or is
Yeah,
she in the
she's
back?
still there because she's kind of disappointed that she knows she fucked up on the eggs. Like she's like beating. You guys see her beating herself up, like her just standing there, just.
Oh dear, don't be so hard on yourself. Not everything knocks it out of the park. I'm sure you'll do wonderful next time.
Yes, perhaps.
Well,
Wow,
if
I think that's
you
the
would-
most constructed sentence I've ever heard.
Right, it's 3 whole words together. Hi.
Well, no, she said "fuck you" to you at one point.
Yes, that's only 2.
The thing is,
Lucky you, I've only gotten one.
okay, so you had mentioned that to help Delilah speak Common. She's just like, no. Orcish? Yes.
You don't want to learn how to speak common better?
Already.
Yes, you know how to say it, but I'm saying fluently, dear.
Stay out of trouble.
By not being able to speak.
Got a good point there.
I suppose that's fair.
She like starts mumbling in Orcish. Like
Not quite sure what that means yet. One day.
Yet, one day.
if I have to start learning Orc.
There's no actual set language
I
of
know.
Orcish, so you don't have to worry about actually learning it and shit.
Orcish is just caveman, just.
Oh, yeah.
Well, something to keep in mind, Theo. I am quite skilled with a dice set, and I am quite good with jeweler's tools.
Very good to know. I might actually have you make me a few things.
I recently picked up a small diamond fragment I plan on using to embroil a family heirloom.
Oh? Well, I might have commissioned something that might be ready for us within a week. I have a feeling you'll enjoy it.
Right. Also, Ivory was asking about it. I'm going to hand you the scroll about the property.
Go ahead and read over that. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, he must have shed some sort of clairvoyancy as he came to me mere hours after I received this.
I mean, he is a cleric, so it wouldn't surprise me. Look like we're the proud owners of some land. And I don't know how things work in this particular city, but in most others, it means technically that makes us nobles.
Owning property ideally makes us nobles, but I come from noble line. Anyway, also keep in mind, Alistair's already working on the property structures.
Oh, grand! So, should we head out over there today?
Well, actually, whenever you are prepared.
Sure. I would like to stop by a general store, pick up some more feed for the horses. We are running a little low.
We would also need to find Ivory. We also have a matter of gold. And I'm going to show you the bag.
Oh,
It still needs to be split among the rest of us.
well, don't worry about mine. If you would like, feel free to take my portion and give it to the church. They've been most gracious in helping us to not only procure the land, but I'm sure they had no small part in the fact that, well, Alistair's frankly making our lives very easy.
He is indeed.
And I know, frankly, that it could always go to use there.
And I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Besides, I made a killing last night.
So you guys are all going to prepare to leave again? Head on over?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that I pick up more feed for the horses. I've already removed the necessary funding, yada yada, all that fun shit. Yeah.
I actually need to talk to the barkeep.
Okay.
At least the one that's there.
Go.
Yeah. The wonderful lady mentioned anything about gold coming my way.
You mean the boss, Tier. Kier.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Tier. But, Kier. She did mention something. If I remember correctly, I gave that to Ivory, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to Ivory.
Some clericy man took the gold and was supposed to give it to you last night.
Sounds like Ivory.
Eldric, also, I also have your additional earnings from the bounty. I'm going to hand him a bag of 500 gold.
Thank you.
And the same to Delilah.
Oh. Looks like I need to go find somebody.
Does anybody have any idea where Ivory went?
The last I saw him, I was on our way towards the tavern, but he said there were some things he wanted to do. Couldn't tell you which direction he went off in.
Right. Well, I suppose if nothing else, we can prepare the cart and, wait for him here.
I can ask around back to have them send a message if you would like.
Actually, that'd be grand.
Right. That's easy enough. And he's going to just take a order note and just scrawl it down real quick, and once you guys leave, he'll go ahead and get that work. Ivory, in roughly half hour from now, you will get a message saying to meet the group at the cart at the gates to leave.
I would ask to do a respond message, if I can.
You certainly can.
I would ask them to tell them, y'all can go ahead and leave without me. You can leave the lizard man's horse behind, and I'll use that to catch up when I can.
You all, Theo, you will receive a message in your head, because I assumed you guys have already left at this point, stating just that.
That I have some business to attend to still here.
Wait, we already left the tavern?
It's that was like 30, 45 minutes.
I'm not
after
the
you
one
guys
that
left.
cast the spell, so I wouldn't have received the message.
But you would have received another message, because he casted the spell twice.
Ah, gotcha. If you cast a spell twice, then that means I could respond, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. I would let him know that I will be leaving the horse at the stables nearest the gate that we left.
All right. Back and forth, same gig. This is the last, and he will note this is the last message he can send. To that one to Ivory. Just saying that the horse is at the stables, and this is the last message he can send to anyone for the day. He apologizes.
Oh no, thank you very much.
That was to Ivory.
Oh, well.
I understand. Thank you for your help. I'll be sure to pay you later.
One way or another, you're not gonna know who that is. You guys go ahead and head on out, unless there's any last things you guys want to do in town while you are here.
No, like I said, I would have picked up some feed and some more rations just to be safe.
Before we leave the bar, are those three guys still in the bar, or did they?
They are knocked out on the floor.
Okay. Never mind. I was gonna eye them as I walked out the door, Water Tribe style, and then I was like, you know what? Okay.
But
I do want to go to a weapons shop before we do leave.
All right. This is the last thing I can do for you for the day. What would you like to get? I'm gonna streamline this real quick.
I'm just looking to see if either I can get a better bow or can do anything with it.
Give me 1 second. How much gold do you have?
About 1,100.
Alright. They are going to look at your bow for a moment and just back at you for a second. Just rub their chin. And they are going to walk into the back and come back out with a bow that has been finely made. There are runes etched on it, and they're going to explain to you that this is a +1 longbow, and they can sell it to you for 600 gold.
Well, I was looking for something a bit more extravagant.
Well, what are you specifically looking for?
Well, no, because I was trying to not pay that much money. Is the easiest way to put it.
You want to say that we bump into each other while he's out buying
Actually,
stuff?
you know what? I know how to save this very easily.
That's easily fine. You two can bump into each other.
So I would like
Would it
bump into
take-
you and give him his 2 bags of gold.
Well, thank you. Actually, I was going to offer to take Theo with me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Rob more.
Are you trying to haggle this person?
Where is he going? is
The
question.
weapon shop.
He's going to
So
the
is that
same
Dorix?
dwarf!
He's going to Dorix?
Yes!
Absolutely, I will follow you.
No! I was gonna streamline this, but oh no!
I'm just gonna make it quick. Don't worry about it.
I do
Some of
think
my favorite
Ivory-
people, how are all of you? You're looking for a longbow? I've got this. It's a +1 longbow.
It looks quite nice.
I'm selling it
definitely
for
think you
600
should get
gold. But for you, I'll knock off 60.
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
I'm selling it for 600 gold, and he's knocking off 60 for you.
I think that's a rather fair deal, don't you? Eldric?
I was thinking about 500.
Roll a persuasion check. Eldric.
Oh god.
I'll actually do you better than that. I have an idea. Well, Dorg, as I mentioned, we were looking to go ahead and purchase property. We were actually gifted the property that we requisitioned from the bandits.
Alright.
And it appears that there's an empty armory there. So, just some basic arms armor, nothing crazy. But if you would be so kind as to potentially get us a few long swords, maybe some armor. Again, nothing insane. Maybe some breastplates, long swords, a few shields. I will gladly go ahead and pay for those as well, because we will be leaving, 20 minutes ago, actually.
He's going to stroke his beard, look at you for a moment. Shrug. I've got a few extra items in the back. I'll give you a discount on bulk buy. I've got a couple of daggers, couple of long swords, 2 normal great swords,
Okay.
2 plate bodies, and a breastplate.
Right.
The 2 plate bodies being the ones that you just sold to me.
Well, you know what? I will be so kind as to go ahead and take them off your hands. What would you like for them? Just the money back, or a little more? Because I know you would definitely like to make some, based off of the fact that we just, sold them to you.
I have to think on the numbers on that.
It was 300 on the breastplate,
Uh-huh.
and 600 each
on the
for the
plate bodies.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of long swords, a great sword, and a couple of daggers. The daggers.
Yeah. Does he have any other breastplates or anything else, or no?
He has another breastplate on hand, but nothing else is being made. With your passive perception, you will notice that there is a half forged plate on the forge. Seems like he was trying to make more.
How about this? Just to go ahead and start, I'll take the 2 breastplates. If you have a pair of shields and a pair of long swords to go as well, that'd be wonderful.
I can do that. He comes out with...
and, of course, the bow as well.
That's fine. He's gonna come out and place down the shields, the 2 swords, the 2 plate armors, and the bow.
Not plate armors, breastplates.
Oh, you want the breastplates? I apologize.
I want breastplates, because they're medium armor and more people can use them.
Yeah, he'll place down the breastplates for you, and he'll look at them both. 600 for that, 150 for each shield. So that's 900. The 2 swords, he's selling 200 apiece. And
basic long swords?
Basic long swords, what is that? I thought that would have averaged around 100, 200 for a long sword.
For long swords, those are 15 gold each, buddy. Basics.
Jesus, what is weapons? Why is weapons so cheap and armor so expensive?
Because weapons are way easier to make than armor. Armor
You're right.
normally is fitted to the person.
Yeah.
It's because that and armor's only really expensive if you're going for the heavy
Okay, so 30 gold each for the long swords, because he's just giving you base price on this. And
So 930 plus 540.
he's gonna knock off an additional 40 gold, make it just 500.
Okay, so 500 plus 930 is 1430. I'll give him 1450.
Works for me. Knock off
Eldric,
1450.
if you would be so very kind as to help out, I would appreciate it.
Well, after you just bought me this, I don't see an issue, and I still owe you one for, last night. I don't mind.
How much are you tossing me?
Considering you just paid...
500 gold for your shit, yeah.
Yes. I'll give you 3.
300.
Just 3.
Yes. Because Eldric has other things in mind to help you out later on.
Works fine for me, and I'll go ahead and toss that over. We'll load up the cart.
Awesome. I'm going to zip line you guys through this because we are at our ending point. You guys do take the 3-day travel, simple stuff. Just knock off 3 days rations, and when you guys get there, Alistair is now just preparing. You notice that a couple of his staves are stabbed into the ground as he's looking over it, and at the mention of this, you just notice as he casts the spell, as a circle appears between all these staves, and up from the ground just starts twisting roots and stuff and forming into looking wood planks. As a building, an outpost, is formed before all of you with a couple of towers and a caravansary sitting outside. Now, for this building, Bryan, I would like you to explain it while I pull everything else back up, if you can.
Sure.
For me.
Can I make a request really quick, DM? Can we have a stable, please?
We already set all of that up. There is space for horses at the caravansary.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That I can say. We don't get the benefits of a stable there, but we do get a place to put horses and carts and other things.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to try and find someone to cast Sending to Alistair.
Okay.
To try and get a meeting with him in the city. Well, for the private RP thing we're going to do out of game.
He's already gone out of the town.
Well, I know. I'm trying to get a sending message, a message out to him.
Okay, you want to get one
back.
to him?
Yeah,
That's...
to come back and meet with me.
You're gonna stay in the town for that long?
Well, no. I would ask him to send sending after the first day.
Okay.
And then ask him to come back whenever it's done. And if he says it's going to take, the 3 or 4 days, then yeah, I'd wait there.
His dragon is a half-day's flight there and a half-day's flight to that town and a half-day's flight back. So you're telling me you're going to want to stay in the town for a couple of days while waiting on Alistair to show up and talk to you. That is fine if that's what you want.
Yes.
He's over by us doing the thing. Why don't you just
ride out there and have
Why
a
don't you just ride out
meeting
to
with
us?
him?
I thought he left with us.
Because he might be gone by the
He left
time I
before
get
us.
Alistair left before us. Ivory didn't
No,
leave with you.
I
He
mean
stayed in town.
there. No, I stayed in town to do some stuff. The main reason I don't want to ride there is because I don't want Alistair to leave before I can get there.
Alistair is going to send you a message back, sending back, and he's going to tell you, you are now aware that I'm not returning to the town after I'm done here.
All right, can you wait there for me?
That is absolutely fine.
All right.
You're going to be charged a roughly 50 gold for the 2 sendings that you've had to do.
That's fine.
He builds this tower. Theodor, go ahead and explain the tower for me.
Right, for all of you who have ever played Skyrim and you know where Valheim Towers is, it's not too dissimilar from that. There is a section of the road where we were doing our business, but not terribly far away, there is a small plateau where there were some ruins of a stone sculpture variety, mostly kind of like a small castle of some kind or something to that effect. That is the larger of the 2 sections of our structure. We do have what is effectively a sky bridge going between the 2 structures. There's let's see, I gotta pull it back up on your thing, Talon, because I have the message with you. What we have, that's Bryce, not Talon. Where's Talon?
I have that pulled up if you would like me to explain that.
I already got it. Don't worry about it. So, for the purposes of the structure supplement that we're using, this is considered an outpost/fort. It comes with an armory, a chapel, and a caravansary. We also have a dining hall, lodgings, a tavern, and a mill. The mill covers all of the costs for all of the hirelings and guards and all that fun shit that we have there. The tavern, lodgings, and caravansary all provide passive income. Not much, but about 1,000 a month-ish. So this particular location obviously also has enough lodgings for all of us, considering that, I imagine, at least. Alistair probably is fairly fucking aware that we have a party of 5. Actually 6, because Tip isn't here at the moment. So each of us would obviously have our own rooms, unless anybody wanted to double bunk. And then the lodgings and everything else for all of our hirelings are already there. Everything else is open to the general public and will be ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
For this, just so the party knows and the player and the people out there know, the building that you guys have is an armory, a chapel, a caravanserai, a dining hall, lodgings, a tavern, and a mill. The mill is a wood mill.
Sawmill.
Yeah. The tavern is unnamed for however you guys want to do that. Lodgings, obviously the same thing. The chapel has hallow with everlasting rest inside of it.
Which means that no undead can be created on the entirety of the property.
Yeah. This is also exempt to you, Ivory.
So, well, the other portions of
Yeah.
Hallow are exempt to him. He still can't create.
Yeah, he still can't
Zombies
create
and
undead and
skeletons.
stuff in this place.
Yeah.
On that note, you guys are free to your own devices. I'm assuming you guys would like to go to your own rooms, kind of relax for a little while, all that other fun stuff. I am going to end it off here for the night. I know it kind of ran a little late, but I had to get some stuff done. Bryce, I have some stuff I have to do tonight. How about you get to me tomorrow and we'll do that minor RP and I'll figure out what's going on.
That's fine. I could DM you like what I plan on doing.
That is fine as well. Thank you all for being here and playing my game. Thank you all for sitting out and listening and watching us goof around tonight. That was an intense party. I really, really wish I could have played some music that actually kind of worked with that, but sadly I'm kind of stuck to copyright-free stuff, so... Is there anything anyone would like to say before we end off?
2 things. One, if the DM is alright with this, I will be hosting immediately after this in the main chat section of our Discord server, link of which is in the chat for those of you who do not have it. I will be hosting a small, what we like to call, tavern session. We will not, however, be entering the standard Darker Pleasures tavern. We will be in the tavern that we just created. I will be reprising my role as Theo, and anybody else interested in the party who has the ability to stay up any later is more than welcome to go ahead and join us. As well as anybody in the audience who would like to interact with any of the players. So we can just have a little bit of discussion and chatting back and forth.
That is absolutely fine by me. What is your second announcement?
I already forgot it. Oh yeah, go to the Discord server, which I put in the chat. There you go. There it is.
That should have been the first one, and then you should.
Well, I mean, it was kind of part of the first one. So, like, it was 2 announcements in one. I'm good at multitasking. What do you want from me? I was juggling and playing my lute. I can do many things at once.
It was announcement
Ask
one.
our tapestry maker.
Right. But on that note, it's been a great session, guys. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to select someone to raid now. You know what? We are going to raid... Why not? Let's raid this person. We're going to raid a person that we all know. Her name is Vampire Love. They're currently playing Sea of Thieves. They're a great person. They kind of always hang out with us in the Discord every once in a while. Just give them some love. Sandwich love. Anything. But hopefully next week I'll see you all again here. And on that note, I love all your faces, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace, love, and sandwiches.
I want a sandwich.